Hello, hello. How's it going? Hope you're all having a good day. Oh, dang it. Hang on, I pressed the wrong thing. When I was getting everything set up, the game actually crashed OBS because, that's how things go. So it moved all the things on my taskbar. Alright, that should be good. Let's see. Demo. Okay. That, and then I believe we were using this one. There's 5. That looks right. Wait, did I mute this game? I might have muted this game. It's very quiet. Yes, I muted this game. Whoops. But hello, Tronop, goodbye, Sonosuke. Hello, Phoenix, and hello, Alien. Hope you're all having a good day. We're gonna continue where we left off last night, I guess. Which was like at the beginning of the 3rd route.
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose.
Wait.
The rebellion
Oh,
was
okay.
in trouble.
Hello,
Ravens
Reborn.
were scouting for the secret rebel base.
Hope you're having a good day as well.
Akatsuki will deliver
Pieces of
judgment.
the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Renata knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong,
Could.
but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen
I think
out
we're gonna
of
go with
empty
that one
desert.
next.
The Emperor had brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient
Day has been uneventful. Haven't really done anything except for set this up, I guess.
Stone was hidden. Someone better get it before he does, thought Renato.
Oh.
And also,
Well,
his
hopefully
old
your day
friend
goes better
Lupino
from
needed
here,
rescuing.
Reborn.
Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato
Pretty
really leave
strong
a friend to the
suspicion.
Ravens?
Yes, we can.
The island was windswept desert. No one went
What
there
is that?
except ostriches and ostrich hunters.
A wolf?
The Iblis Stone.
Maybe?
It sounded ominous.
Like,
It
what
sounded
creature
powerful.
has its nose
If the Emperor was
that
searching
far
for
out
it, it must be
compared to the
dangerous.
bottom half of
And
its mouth?
so, Bernardo went ostrich hunting.
It's not me, is it? I don't have a bow, so I don't think so. I guess? Maybe a dog? I said a wolf, but... Chair is giving me a headache. This darn thing, and whatever. But anyways, I just felt like playing this today. I don't know how long we'll be live. I don't remember what E3 thing is today. I think it was Bethesda.
Every child
Is it
could sing verses
Microsoft?
about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codes
I might just not watch that one.
Other things, a stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a
Wow.
jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis Stone? Long hidden in a buried temple, another ancient item that was only resurfacing now, drawn up from the deeps. by the
Bethesda
Emperor's
later
horrific
tonight?
Rituals.
Was later tonight, like 9? And all these gems. All this ore. It's pretty neat how I don't really need most of the ore I get. 9:30 for me? Okay. I don't care about Microsoft, but I guess I'll see Bethesda. Might get information on that Fallout thing.
Renato had a lot of crafting materials. Now all he needed was a crafting bench.
Hey, look, here's one. Can I make that ice sword yet? I can! Wait, what? I guess I pressed circle? There we go. Freeze all surrounding enemies. Oh. Neat. Now I have ice sword. That's what everybody wants.
Renato distrusted doors that opened
So,
on
if
the
we did
mountain.
like a speed run for this, I guess I'd upgrade speed like right away, huh?
Was this some sort of trap?
You never trust automatic doors. You never know what they're planning. Oh no! Accidentally countered, didn't really mean to. And there we go. Oh wow. Why did I do that?
Chill out.
Yeah, just chill out, man. Dang it! We're dead. I blew myself up. It's a bad habit of mine. Oh wow, that guy just fell off. Okay, I guess I can just throw them, huh? But that's like work, so I'm gonna do that. Hello, Sivia, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Boom. Nope. I learned my lesson. There you go, get out of here. Ow! There are wasps under your... Oh no.
Cawing in frustration. They were still searching for a way in.
I should really check like some of these achievements I'm getting.
And he hadn't come too late.
That's not good. I don't know. I've never dealt with wasps. I can't give any advice. Oh, whoops. Inflict damage on hooked enemies. What's this? Increase the maximum sword energy. Okay, that's cool. I don't know what to go for here. You say combat is a good thing, but like there's not really much like combat thing. Let's see. Like, there's not really many like damage things. I guess countering now causes damage. When I grab an enemy, but I never really grab enemies.
Come in handy in a pinch.
Do that, I guess. Yeah, good luck with that, I guess. Sorry to hear that happen. You know, I like how it was like, oh, they're powered up enemies are really dangerous. You don't want to deal with those, and like they don't really do anything different. I guess they hit harder. I gotta pay attention to what I'm countering. There we go.
Renato was remembering all his old tricks. And some new ones. Now, he really ought to ask for a raise.
A raise of what? I don't work for anybody. Vivo active 3-1? What does that mean? Hello, that looks like an ice store. I can do something about that now.
Ooh, What's there?
I don't know if we've seen that one yet. You mean something in here? Oh, it's another secret thing. Find the stone. You've been chosen critical mission to the ability to follow orders and letters without question. Do not believe in naysayers. Scoring the intelligence test only proof you're better geared than anyone else to follow orders. Take pride in knowing that I, your emperor, have handpicked you for this mission. Wait, was there more? Oh. Always travel in pairs. Do not look at engravings on the wall. Do not lose hermetic box. When you find the stone, immediately place it in the box and seal the box. You hear a voice in your head, ignore it. Oh, good. Temple is haunted, obviously. Old temple is dedicated to an old evil god. There was blood sacrifices. Of course it would be haunted. Naturally, if you kill someone and you sacrifice them with blood, it'll be haunted. Ignore the voice in your head. Remember, ghosts cannot hurt you, but they will try to confuse you. Hear the voice, take the drowsy pill. I don't know if you want to go to bed. Okay.
When Renato went to the china shop, for some reason the owner was always nervous.
I wonder why. Not like I'm wearing a green cap or anything. Why would you be nervous about the pottery? Hello, fire essence. Oh jeez. Faint. As soon as I moved. As soon as they moved, they did something. That was weird. Couldn't move for oh jeez.
Just wondering.
Probably as crows, if I had to guess. It'd be a really easy thing to pull off. Oh well, okay, I guess he's dead. Trick or treat. Well, looks like you're in for a treat. That's no trick. Oh right, if I dash through people now, it makes them take damage. Good to know. There we go. Oh, he's dead. Hello, OP. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Hey, there's this thing over there. I found a box. Here's a gem. Attack speed level up. Okay. Let's see. What can I do here? I can level up fire now. I'll go ahead and do that. Why not?
More fire? Yes, please.
Mazamoon is a melancholic? What? Okay. Got a random achievement. I don't know what it was. But now I can set everybody on fire. Hooray! Dream come true. Looks like all the big chests have, oh wow, we went completely around. Looks like all the big chests have all of the gems. Let's see. I don't know, like none of these are actually that good. Take that one. I thought I already took that one, but I guess not.
Those flames really bring out your eyes.
Yeah. Dustin says you're beautiful, like a giant burn mark across your face. Oh, I guess that guy's dead. Whoa. What's a land pirate? Bandit, I guess? Got an actual answer. If I wanted to make a really bad joke, I could say something pretty bad, but I'm not going to. I don't... There we go. Mad Max is also a good answer.
The Ravens at least could not
That game was
get
on
past
sale
it.
recently.
Obviously, the
I know it's a
Temple
show
Guards
too,
knew
I
how to
think.
deal
Yeah?
with
Or
two
is it a
ravens.
movie? One of the two. More darkness. One more and I get the dark sword.
Impatient.
Yeah, I mean, cars are just land boats. If you want to really think about it. Or a boat's just sea cars. This looks dangerous.
That was always a rush.
Did it. Those streams of fire are a little too fast. Yeah, desert's just a dry sea. Makes perfect sense to me. What's this?
It was a stone of the purest blackness. It reflected no light, like a void made solid. Nervous, he picked it up.
Okay, well the note said to ignore the voices. What? No.
It was the stone. Eager, thirsty.
You can't do that.
That seemed tempting.
That's like
and
politicians
terribly
stuff.
wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once.
Yeah, we knew
And
that.
Leonardo wasn't sure he really wanted to be Emperor.
No.
Why not?
Not really the
capture
type.
the core of Sky Ripper instead?
What? No.
It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent.
Why would I go after
power of
that?
His greatest weapon. It's the core, said the stone anxiously.
But then again, it seems really nervous about that.
What you want?
Like, I kind of want to... I want to talk to her, but it doesn't want to go near the core, so I'm going to do that instead.
The stone bothered him. He hated being told
Yeah.
what to do.
Forget
Wasn't
being
that why
told
he
what to
joined
do.
the rebellion?
That's why I'm
Wasn't
going
that
through
why
this
he
book,
refused to
being
be a
told what to
soldier?
do.
He'd agreed to come on board only if he could freelance. The stone felt a bit clingy.
Oh no.
The sage Calaveras had told him where to find the Sky Ripper, a weapon capable of challenging the gods. Even without its armature, the core would still possess great power.
Am I going to have
He
a
would go
new,
there.
like, best friend? Evil Whispering Core is my new best friend? Also my rock? What does that mean? Kept me firmly planted in the ground?
The moment he landed the Farfarer, Reynardo had a rare feeling of regret.
Oh no,
It's
not...
too late, he thought. He could turn around and self as an
no, it is actually too late. I'm not allowed to turn around.
Wait a minute. He didn't want to kill Zenobia, did he?
Why am I
Sure,
glowing purple?
Technically, she was the enemy, but they'd been at Sword Food School together. They'd never been
Sword
lovers, but somehow they'd been closer. She'd told him every secret about herself, except the biggest one: that she was the Emperor's daughter.
Yeah, sword food skill.
Kill Zenobia, whispered the stone. Before it's too late.
I don't listen to rocks. What's this? Dear Zenobia, director of the academy, has told me how much impressed by your academic performance and leadership. Somehow I doubt he was a session of bootlicking. I have seen plenty of those. That old toad is sincere. I am proud of you, my daughter. You will make a fine empress one day. On my end, great news! Professor Calaveras has been studying the Nexus. He has made a bold observation. That toad is a true genius. You know that island's unique, constantly changing, new crystalline formations appearing, island fragments, blah 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 blah. Professor Calva is convinced that the changes are not random, but rather indicative of the living nature of the islands. He's observed the certain changes the Nexus follow, sometimes bleed. Landslide, quake, flood, that doesn't seem right. How can a floating island flood? Maybe the islands are hive mind and the Nexus is the brain? Are we fighting a bee god now? Well, this must be when the Emperor wasn't totally crazy. Oh. Nope. 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 I know exactly how that goes. I'll die. Huh, that's strange. They didn't fall over from being counted. I got an achievement. Discover? Because I went down a third optional path. Hello. I got a rock.
Ooh, you didn't find those every day.
Could go back to put that in, but that's time consuming. Huh, I countered that guy. Is that okay? Can I counter a bomb with a sword? I mean, I guess I did, so. This game is very fast-paced, but not in like an annoying way. There's some games out there where it's like super annoying when it's so fast-paced. There we go. And hello, Epic Proxy. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to the stream.
Remember next.
What would I remember next? That's a good question. Where am I going? Why is there fire here? Should I take a leap of faith? I don't believe in that leap of faith. Oh, there's stairs. I knew that. Oh, there are different stairs. That's where I came from. Hello, Jims. What witty thing are you going to say about me smashing crystals?
There was something sour in the air. Like the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
If I go that way,
Sorry, mustache, thought Renato.
I can't go that way. Looks like I can't go this way either. Based on the 4 slots, that must be able to open when I find the truth or something.
You almost never saw wild gogglers together like this. The toads had to train them not to peck each other to death. So these to be Imperial gogglers.
Imperial.
That meant ravens were up ahead.
Okay.
The stone hadn't lied about what it could do for him. With each raven he cut down, he felt a jolt of power flowing into his arm. "You're weak," whispered the stone. "The call will kill you. Are you afraid of it?"
Probably.
No, don't be ridiculous. It chuckled. But it's unstable. It will poison you if so much as carry it.
Yeah, it did blow up that one time.
It would explode catastrophically. Renato did not trust rocks that talked in his head. He went onwards.
You never trust rocks that talk in your head. Chances are, they're not telling the truth.
Once you try it, you're hooked.
Shut up, narrator. Oh, hey, if I freeze the guy, they don't explode. That's neat. Ow. Ow. It's definitely a little distracting, but it's not necessarily bad. Hello, boxes. What is that? Critical chance level 2. Nice. I haven't even equipped level 1 yet. What if they stack? Probably not. Let me just stab this door here. I'm glad we moved on from keys. I want everyone to just carry around swords in order to open doors.
You couldn't expect the transcendent emperor to bury a god's eye in a leather sack where anyone could pick it up.
Wait, there wasn't a puzzle last time I was here. This is also barely a puzzle, I guess. But, it's not, like, this is not a puzzle, this is just, there you go. Just press the button. Alright, whatever. I mean, I don't really... Here.
Cool. Wish I could do that.
You can do that. Ow. Put this over here, I don't really need it. Like, I can do that, I'm the one doing it. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I'm glad that still took 3 shots. Since I countered him once, I figured it might not do that. And dead. And stab, and stab, and stab, and stab. I think the only thing that's like really needed is this warp technique. That's the only thing that seems like it would really speed up fights. You know, it's nice. Oh no, automatic doors. Not a good sign. Hello.
As he approached the core, the stone became hysterical. No, it's too much power. We'll rip a hole in space and time. He had a sudden vision of plunging his gauntlet into the core and dying in anguish. That wasn't his vision, was it?
That is a great question. We'll figure that out later.
He had a sudden impulse to do exactly that. He raised his right fist and plunged it into the core. There was a rush of light. He thought he could hear the stone screaming.
And then he passed out.
He passed out.
He woke up and he was like, oh, I'm dead.
The core was gone. But the Iblis stone was no longer black.
Oh. Did I purify it?
And it was silent.
Oh, good.
I can't hear you, he sang out. And you.
It looks like I took out whatever essence was in there.
He said. He had defeated the demonic gem with the power of his mind.
I don't know if it was the power of my mind. I kind of shoved it into a D20, but whatever.
The Imperial outpost on the Nexus. Take the battle to the enemy.
And yes, it's exactly what I think every time I go
there was also an observatory
to the grocery store. Like, I feel like I can't trust this.
Probably ask the scientists exactly what he had first. How wise was he?
Also, what am I doing? Silence the Iblis stone, yet its power it gave him was intact. Scientist Nexus would have answers, or should we go kill the people? I think I'll talk to the scientist this time.
As the made its way toward the Nexus, Renato watched sparks fly out of the core. The Iblis stone sucked them in hungrily. You'd think the stone would want this kind of power, wouldn't it? Thought Renato. Well, the scientist
but the voice didn't want it. Gonna explode.
Renato was sure he'd figured out how to use the core safely.
No, probably not. I'm probably gonna lose my arm. Get a robot arm. Yeah, every time I go to Walmart, like, I don't know if I trust these doors. That's slightly true. I'm always afraid that they're gonna, like, stop one day, and as I'm walking towards them, and either I'll run into them, or they'll just, like, close on me, and that's scary. But I worry about everything.
See? He'd trusted his gut, and it worked out. That's what it meant to be a hero. To ignore the naysayers and the odd-makers, and do what you knew was right, and have it turn out to be the right thing.
I don't know if I would say that's what the heroes would do, but whatever.
The scientist toads could explain it. Then he could carry the war into the enemy's camp and destroy them all. Yeah, he was getting a little bloodthirsty, wasn't he?
Just a little bit.
Sometimes, at home, he'd wave his sword around for hours.
I can't say there's been a point where I've done that. You know, I really hate that feeling where it's like I can feel that I need to sneeze, but it's just not coming out. It's like I'll relax for a second, maybe I don't actually need to sneeze, and then nope.
His hook didn't break.
I definitely need to sneeze. Hello. I have a nice sword. Of course, the worst part is when you like know you need to sneeze and then you never actually sneeze. Just that constant tingling in your nose. That's all. That's the worst. Go that way? No. I guess upgrading stamina for this dash ability would also be good. For speed stuff. Hello.
It's a birdsicle.
It's a birdsicle. I just froze a man to death and I'm gonna make a joke out of it. Although I don't know if these guys are actually people. They might be like magical constructions. There we go. Use 6 flips in order to murder my enemies. That's the marking of a true hero. If I do a sick flip as I cut someone's head off. Treasure hunter. Yeah, those are also terrible. And no one said tingle. Except I did say tingle. I apologize for saying tingle. Hello. School where we learn the gospel of transcendent empire, or emperor, whatever. Last divinity to pierce the skies. What? He's just a toad. And one man devised maybe create something as intricate as time. I have my own theory. I believe that time is a symptom rather than a gift. I'm convinced that on a cosmic scale there's a pendulum motion between order and chaos. Transcendent Emperor ended the chaos, started the age where we live in, the age of cause and effect, and the fact and logic. Time is merely a tapestry, and what? Did I just find someone's, like, college report? Like, is this an assignment about order and chaos and time and all that? This isn't... I don't have time for that. Shut your face. I didn't mean to find someone's college report and read it, okay? Some fancy smarty bird. What? They start with the same thing. And I see synonym more than I see symptom. I'm not a doctor. I do wonder what the point of the green doors is. Like, why do I need to switch to the wind sword? I have to... Oh, well, I don't know. I have to, like, get the sword in order to start the game. It seems odd to me. Now I can warp. Look at this warp strike. Yeah, I'm a sky pirate, not a doctor. I'm glowing with power. Look at that. A golden fox. No, I'm not a streamer right now. Right now I'm a sky pirate. When I stream, you gotta get into the role of being a maniac who destroys crystals.
In his life. Normally,
For no reason.
Wear him down and he would need a night's sleep. Now he felt like he could go all night and all day.
I don't know if I want to...
People were cheering him on, and
What?
he could practically hear their applause as he slew one day after another.
That does not sound like a good thing. I feel like that stone might not be silent. Am I turning immortal? Am I? That's a good question. I don't think that would be impossible. This doesn't seem right.
Sometimes Renata really hated inanimate objects. The Iblis Stone and the Sky Ripper Core. 2 artifacts from the time of legends. Renato was becoming a legendary hero, wasn't he? He had enough power to save the rebellion.
Am
He
I
had to understand this power.
going
Not
insane?
misuse it.
Like, is the stone making me unable to see this one island, or is this one island just that amazing? How do I get over here? Okay, this way?
This
Oh,
really
I'm glad I can
wasn't
still
the way
see this
safety
boat.
did it?
Just the front of this boat is visible. Who cares about the other half? There we go. Boy, this is a difficult puzzle. I don't even have to move. Well, at least that's over. There's only that one island that didn't exist. I took damage. Not good. Oh, there's two magic birds. That's not good. Well, now there's 0 magic birds. That's better. That's better for my health. I don't know what happened to that bird, but alright. I'm glad missing an attack doesn't cause me to lose my combo. Aha, what was that? Why did I just laugh to myself? Like, haha, I killed those birds. That'll show them. Not like I haven't killed 1 billion of them already, but that'll show
No
'em.
sense collecting more materials. It was time to make something pointy.
I mean, I'd agree if I could find a workbench. Looks like workbenches don't appear this late into the thing. I say as I'm probably walking right towards a workbench. I do have enough dark stones to make the dark sword, though. Hey, look, a workbench. Just kidding. Those are a bunch of dead scientists. Oh, wait, no, they're still alive. Cool. I mean, maybe. They're not here, so...
The toads at the observatory measured the stone with their occult devices. I fed it the core of Sky Ripper, explained Renato. No more TV pattern souls.
Good impression.
The core is not an unlimited energy source.
Is it not?
One toad. Another said,
There's a feedback loop, you see, which could overload.
These toads have terribly nerdy voices.
Souls,
claimed a third.
but on pain of killing another sentient being.
But the pain, can you just talk to myself and,
It would not overload.
This was all very confusing. At peace? Yes, the
I
man
didn't
at
pay
peace
attention
was
to
quiet,
anything the Toad was saying.
but
He
knows
sounds like
the
that
power to turn
one
it
guy.
into
Also,
peace.
yes, Sapphire kind of blew
We
up.
should report to the rebellion council
So just
and prepare
let
for
her
the decisive
sit
battle.
there for a second. She gave you a thumbs up, then exploded. Hang on, I'll see if I can fix her. Minimize my game. Sapphire has been messing up lately. Oh, is the stream gonna crash now? Entirely possible. It did that earlier. My computer does not seem to like this game. Or maybe this game just doesn't like my computer. Yep. There we go. Oh. Looks like she heard your commands. She just got stuck in her own little feedback loop and couldn't respond to them. Yep. Streamlabs OBS is not that great. I'm still considering like changing things back. But anyways. Force protecting Raynar from the Iblistone dark influence, but too much killing would overload it. You have to find inner peace to maintain balance. I guess we'll go to the mountains. At peace. No! Rebellion depended on him. No, we'll go to the mountains.
The one thing he understood from all the Toad arguments Maybe the stone did not feed on blood, or souls, or rage. It fed on empathy. It fed on the pain he felt when he put an end to another being's existence. Even if that other being was a raven.
Of course, I'm probably gonna climb the mountains and kill at least 20 more ravens.
Then he could use the power of the Ibla stone without being taken over by its
Yeah, let's
evil.
do that.
The mountains. He would go to the mountains.
And maybe we'll talk to the cat girl. I think she shows up here, right?
Unfortunately, the mountains were not empty.
Dang it.
There were ravens everywhere.
Why would they be at the mountains? They're
No
fighting a rebellion
He had to
somewhere
fight,
completely
yes,
different.
But he didn't have to be angry. Parry, dodge, slash,
Who?
and
Oh,
breathe.
those weren't names, those were
Yes,
actions.
Focus on the rhythm, the dance of it, not on the blood or the raven's core as they died.
Make fighting into a dance, huh? Okay.
He wasn't feeling those dark jolts of eldritch energy. He wasn't feeding the Iblis stone.
Imagine the dance of a good fight instead of the dance of death. And, you know, life, I guess. But in a fight like that, life isn't, life isn't the main priority. Water essence, nice. What are you doing? Don't do anything silly. That's one tough bird. Oh, he's getting buffed. Wait, oh, I didn't have a... What? I thought he was getting buffed. Where was the buff guy? Where'd they all go? Did I burn them to death? I'm sorry.
The stone was still silent.
His mind was his own.
And his heart, too. He bore them no ill will, these ravens.
I don't know about that.
They were doing their job. They were expressing their nature.
They were not just doing their job, they kinda...
Parry, jab, and breathe. It was also...
They were kinda murdering people and laughing about it.
missing. He didn't feel truly at peace. Wait. Wasn't this near where Calaveras lived?
One tough bird.
Figure it all out.
Weird. A weirdly tough bird. And do I think you would do something silly? No, not at all. Why would I ever
They
think
put in an
that?
elevator, or a giant eagle, or something.
Dang it, I don't have the dark sword yet. I got the dark stones after I got past the point of finding workshops. Ow. I really want to know what that treasure hunter gem does too. I don't understand this, sir. He was just acting like a ping pong ball, and yet we couldn't do anything about it. He just kept bouncing back and forth between us. Caw. I don't know how birds sound. Hey, more power.
He felt like Tarzan.
Oh no, watch out for that mountain tree. That ice tree. Where's my monkey partner? Is it the rock? I know. They're practically the same thing. I guess Tarzan was more animalistic though. I feel a little bad for all these rocks that are melting into the snow. They didn't give me anything either, so I had no reason to kill
Don't
them.
look down, he told himself.
Too late.
Don't look down.
No. They weren't that cool about it. Letting me light torches would have been really neat. Hello.
You never knew where the road would take you, thought Renato.
It's a lot of different bits. Why'd you do that? Well, thanks for the 40 bits. There it is. Okay. That lagged a bit, but thanks for the 40 bits. What's this? Dear Zenoba, even with the expedition I have of the depths beneath the islands, they have returned, well, 3 ships have returned out of the 8 I sent. Of course, I mourn the losses, but the knowledge of the survivors brought back is invaluable. The experience is incredible. The air gradually grows denser and more turbulent, so it becomes suffocating, bone-crushing thunderstorm. And Sapphire is not enjoying that, 'cause the clovers are just kind of flickering in and out of existence on Sapphire. But thanks a lot for the 40 bits, you dork. Islands keep stretching down for miles below the surface. They have roots that radiate downward, far beyond sight. The islands are alive. This is the proof I was looking for. The thick air of the depths keeps them afloat. In the depths they find their sustenance. Do they have conscience, or are they aware of our existence? Or are we merely parasites that they ignore and tolerate? What about the best new one? There's a new one? I have not looked at them for a while. Every time I look to like get the free bits, they're never there. So I was like, whatever. Let's prepare for exposition. This time I'll go myself. I need to see this wondrous world in the deep sky. Visit me before you leave. Thanks, Sivia. You blew up Sapphire's chat box. But thanks for the 5 rainbow bits. That is a good one.
When I build my castle, thought Renato, all my gates are going to open with buttons, and all the levers will drop rocks in your head.
That would be pretty neat. Just throw off everyone here who looks for puzzles. Yep. Ow. Wow, that did hurt. I thought I could dash, but I could not. I might have done a bad there. Ow. Why are some of these guys like randomly buff? Like, did these ravens work out before they came to fight me? Boom. Not perfect, but, you know, not everything has to be.
We needed some way to break the ice with this war, so to speak.
There we go. Elemental resistance, that could probably help somewhere. That looks like a bit critical chance level 3. I'm now a bling master, apparently. Yeah, let me put on my bling. Even though you guys never see my hands. No, didn't fit. This one? Oh. Fine, I'll swap them. My fingers are apparently too small. My tiny baby fingers are apparently too small for these rings. There we go. Now I have bling. You guys know what it's like to have tiny baby fingers? Were you ever children? Do children even exist? Can we prove that children actually exist?
It was the latest fad. The Iblis, silenced by the Skyripper's core, had given Renato enough power to challenge the Imperial fleet.
No, my other fingers are too small. If I use the pinky, it'd be like putting on a toothpick.
Rebellion was on the verge of extinction, but it would have to wait.
The best way to find peace with oneself is to just simply disappear. I don't exist anymore. How do I fix this? I don't want... Has the thing showed up to save it all? Because otherwise I'm gonna have to go back to the main menu. Which is annoying. How do I fix this? Game? Hello? Oh. Okay. I don't have a choice, I guess. Hello, Mimikyu. All the best Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. I have not seen that, if that's actually a thing. But hey, I hear we got a release date. So that's good. You know, after 15 years. Or 14 years? I don't know how long it's been. It hasn't actually been that long.
Unfortunately,
But it's been a while. Dang it!
mountains were not empty. They were ravens.
Now I'm all the way back here.
He
Hi.
had to fight, yes, but he didn't have to be angry. Parry, dodge.
Was this workshop here
slash,
before? I feel like it wasn't.
breathe. Yes, focus on the rhythm, the dance of it, not on the blood or the raven's core as they died. Ah, it was working.
Chance to increase
He
rare
wasn't feeding
loot by
those dark jolts of Eldritch
1%?
energy. He wasn't feeding the Iblis stone.
What does it mean by rare loot? Like, what possible rare loot could I get? Also, 1%. Being the 1% is one thing, but having an increase of 1% is not that great.
What was really fun was hooking yourself onto a moving ship.
I've done that. Where am I? Okay, so what is the dark power up, by the way? I have no idea. That was apparently a perfect strike. After I missed twice. Perfect. Perfect. Boom to your doom. Achievement unlocked. I mean, I guess 1,000 or I guess
Well,
been 0%, but I don't
needed
know.
to redecorate anyway.
I don't know. Heal myself. And yes, everyone knows the January is the 13th month of the year. Simple fact. Well, now I have the icebreaker. Of course, this is probably just another note, but hey, I'll take the item, if nothing else. Yeah, I doubt anyone actually expected a summer release for Kingdom Hearts 3. I just hope it isn't going to be super short. With how much time they spent on it, it would be kind of sad if it ended up having only like 10 levels or something. But I'm sure it'll be great. Hopefully it'll be great.
A chest full of old banana peels.
It has only...
More.
Wait.
There was.
Chest full of old banana. And yeah, there's only one world. And guess what? It's everyone's favorite. I forget the name. But it's the Little Mermaid world. Everyone's favorite world.
Still silent. His mind was his own, and his heart too.
Yeah, Atlantica, that was it.
No ill will,
Thank you,
these
Mimikyu.
ravens. They were doing their job. They were expressing their nature. Dance, whirl, parry, jab, and breathe. It was all so simple, wasn't it? But something was missing. He didn't.
Let's
feel
have some
truly at
finny
peace.
fun, guys.
Wait. Wasn't this near where Calaveras lived? The sage would help them figure it all out.
Did I blow up? I can't tell. I can't tell if I actually blew up or They burn to death? I don't know. That's a dark thing. Did I go this way? No. I went this way. Now I can go through the dark door.
How about a floating platform that simply just goes to the top?
Isn't there one of those? I feel like last time I was here that happened. Hello. Dang it. I dashed through him, and, bad things happened. Is it a sword? Is it a key? I think that achievement's probably self-explanatory. Just a simple, like, oh, you opened every single type of door. Congratulations, you loser. There we go. But now we can open any kind of door, so I can do whatever I want. I can go wherever I want. Ow. Rude. I did not even know there was a guy there. That's how good I am. I can see things that aren't even actually there. Ow. I didn't see that coming though. Because that was already there. Oh, he died. Yep, that seems like what we're gonna have to do eventually. We can figure out what happened. I should probably not hit those. Last time I clipped through the floor. So I'm just gonna ignore them if I can. I don't want to redo this thing again.
There was an inscription. Praise the sun.
Good. I'm glad that's there. Otherwise I wouldn't have known what to do. Everyone be sure to praise the sun. It is summer. Curse these floating stairs.
If only he had some way to break the ice. Or convince it he was a friend.
You're a friend, just let me stab this sword in you. That's what friends do. They stab each other playfully. I was hitting them with my sword. But I might have dashed as well? I'm not sure. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Either way, it's fine. We'll get there again. I think I already read this one, yep. About the islands having...
said Archimedes, and I shall open a gate.
It's the one about how the islands are alive or whatever. Ow. I did the same exact mistake. Achievement unlocked. The crows and the fox. I don't know what that means. But I'm here again. I'm alive again. I don't know if I want to be a professional hot potato player. Do you think they could put that as like a sport? Professional hot potato? I hit that guy and it backed me into the explosion. Let me just die here for a second. I can't move. Why can't I move? Dang it. Also, I might have fixed... Like, I unplugged this thing. I might have fixed the camera issue. Ow, what?
Where Renato went next, we cannot follow. Yet.
What do you mean, yet? That like foreshadowing that I'm going to go to the underworld and fight the gods themselves? Oh my gosh, what? The bombs are the worst. Yeah, I'll take that. It's fine. I was trying to dash away from the bombs, but I have the ability that does damage when I dash. So the bomb exploded in my face. I think I just dashed through the bomb and then... Nope, that doesn't work. Does not work at all.
Renato remembered a fairy tale his mother had told him. about a land where only the apes talked. Animals went around without clothes.
I guess I could heal, but I want to use the fire sword. Also, I don't think my energy refills automatically. I'm just gonna walk away from it. Don't need to use my special power. Ow. Dang it. That bone crunching is very disturbing. I will sit here and see. Yeah, definitely went up a little bit. But not enough to even, like, heal me to full. That takes time, man. There, everything's on fire now. You don't have to worry about it. I wish it would stop making me dash in place, though. I just realized that's what's happening. Like, I dash and then I run out of energy.
Ice walls only let you through if they knew you were cool.
Well, I'm the coolest with this sword. Treasure Hunter level 2. Shield Breaker level 2, good. Soon I'll have all the bling.
Smashing things was fun.
Hey, I didn't smash it, the fireball did.
The Iblis
I'm innocent.
silenced by the Sky Ripper's core, had given Ronaldo enough power to challenge the Imperial fleet. But what Ronaldo was seeking was inner peace.
Not gonna
The
go
rebellion was
over
on the
there.
verge of extinction, but it would have to wait.
What's the point of saving the world if it's gonna kill me later? Let's see. What's a good thing to... I keep forgetting to, like, do stuff. Honestly, I think I might go for stamina. Plus stamina, please. Now I can dash 3 times. Hey, you frog, how's it
At
going?
the end of the mountain path, he
Down the
found
wise
Calaveras
Calaveras.
in his workshop.
Gonna
To
probably
fix
tell me you're
souls
crazy.
were only artifacts. He asked the sage.
Does your soul need fixing?
It has a crack in it.
I've been killing a lot of ravens lately. He told the sage.
You're a fox.
You're a fox! Of course you did!
Kill birds is part of your nature. Take joy in it. I mean,
I don't think this guy is, like, a legitimate sage.
Like a fly?
It was true. That's what he had forgotten. The joy. Now
Uh-oh.
he was ready for the final battle. The Farfarer cut through the clouds.
So are we taking joy in killing or joy in the fight?
There it was. The dreaded Imperial fleet. He could smell wet hemp.
You know, like last time he was wrong about the
and tar.
Sky Eater thing. It kind of
Even
blew up the
fleets
universe.
Good, somehow. He was ready.
He was ready.
He was ready.
This might be the best path yet. Maybe. Except for that I died 7 times, I guess. That's not the good part of the path. But you know what? That just means that this path is worth going on because it's so difficult. There's so many times where I'll die.
Renato had it all squared away in his head. He would kill the Emperor.
Let's see, we got more
Lysander
gems.
III had begun well, but he had gone mad. He was trying to invoke the lost gods by means of
2%.
dark,
It's
blasphemous
like-
rituals.
Even a
That was the
good
secret.
one? I kind of like
But
all
the
of
victims had
these.
spoken to Renato. The ghosts had spoken. No. No anger. Renato could not afford anger.
Just glowing a
Empowering
bright
crystal in
blue.
his sword. That made him stronger, but it clouded his mind. He would not be a hero. A hero strives. Renato would just be one with everything. The Emperor would die.
Oh no.
And the wheel would turn, and all would be restored without rancor, without sorrow, without pain.
Without pain? We might be going off to defeat a god now.
The mysterious sword from the east made you so fast.
Oh, it's a katana. I just realized that.
If that's what you really wanted.
Catch a fly with my chopsticks. Would I want that? I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Then I feel bad for the fly. Just like struggling endlessly there. Hello, box. What's in box? That's a big sword. Oh, jeez. Big old gem. Dang it. A lot of boats. Time stop. I did it. What did I do? Why is everything slow now? Am I supposed to be doing something, or... Oh, there's the thing.
He wished there were more pylons he could use the hook
Oh.
on. Really
Can I look at my skills real quick?
needed to construct additional pylons.
Yes, we need to construct additional pylons. That's the reference we need to go for here. That's something everyone will get.
But the more he thought about it, and he had so much more time to think about it now that he was not worrying about the battle.
Uh-oh.
Killing the Emperor
This is about where I expected that to go.
anything. Another would take his place.
Yep.
Perhaps it was an
Endless
India.
cycle.
Perhaps the Speaker of the Rebel Council, and power would corrupt them too, and death would make grief. Grief would lead to hatred.
He's turning into an actual
He
stage.
must lead by example. Reject the violence. Reject the desire to...
Reject the violence as I slice this man's head off.
Renato felt ready to become faster,
Stronger and bolder.
If only he could figure out which.
I don't really want to be a boulder. I'm already pretty fast. I guess I'll go stronger. Give me some energy, please. And the path's definitely scaled. Oh my gosh. Fine. Do it your way. There we go. Super fast.
Renato wondered if it wasn't cheaper to build bridges and stairs.
Probably not. Not between boats. Like, would you want to build a bridge between a boat? I feel like that would just mess up everything. Mess up the whole boat. We're going a different way this time. There we go. Give me that. And then slay you. That's a lot of things. Oh, dang it. First one had to be a bomb. Couldn't be something nice like a field of flowers that spawned in front of me. No, it's gotta be a bomb. And I'm super dead, aren't I? There we go. Split in half. Yeah, but why have planks between flying ships if you can just have a hook shot to go between the flying ships?
Finally, he came to the Emperor's ship. The path behind him
Kurama
was
and a
strewn
shiny
with dead
stone?
ravens. The path to enlightenment.
The 90s?
His mistake, he realized, was trying to change the world. The world would spin and the wheel would revolve whether he strove against it or not. What he had to do was
Yeah,
nothing.
exactly. Just planes.
He had attained enlightenment. He sat down, adopted a full lotus position, and began to meditate. And all around him, the warriors stopped fighting too. They knew. They could feel his enlightenment.
Oh, great. Now I have an army of
Dropped
birds.
their weapons and became his disciples.
I enlightened a bunch of birds. No, just
No,
kidding.
just kidding. The nearest raven stabbed him with a sword
Thank
and
you.
chopped off his head. I might not have thought this through properly. Thought Renato's head as it rolled around the deck and died. And
Nope.
just like that, he was alive again. And back on the Farfarer, still fleeing.
I leveled up.
Bern
Cool.
Ubar.
Hero transcends being a
Still
hero
open
to become
before
one
him.
with everything.
So, the book was a portal. It took you to the future.
Tier
Your
4 skills
destinies would
unlocked.
Branch. He had failed and died,
Three
times.
times.
but he learned another true thing. The Iblis Stone.
Oh, did it? I kind of want that.
It would try to corrupt anyone who used it.
Now we gotta talk to the cat girl. I'm glad we saved
But
the
he
best for
was
last.
starting to feel like he was getting the hang of this.
For Xbox One only?
Lost way
Ah,
through to
I
victory.
can't get that then.
He could feel it. He just had to keep running the Path of Destinies. With that, the book fluttered back to the beginning.
Fell
fell
into
into
it. If you guys have anything you want to talk about for that,
The
you go
Isles
ahead
of
and do that.
Boreas. It was time to choose.
I don't mind spoilers
The
here.
rebellion was in trouble.
I'll be spoiled eventually
Ravens were
anyways.
Scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced.
The
Bernardo knew that
bunny
using it would
from
go
Epic Mickey?
catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis Stone was hidden there.
Oh,
It was
yes.
a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster.
Everyone's
He
favorite.
could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also,
I've also never watched
old
Frozen.
friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course. Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Okay, now this is the hard part. Like, what do we do first? I'm gonna go with this, and then we can just kill the guy. We already know he's a traitor.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble.
I never
time.
saw it, so I can't comment
But
on
he
it
was
being
out of
bad,
time.
but
Lapino's frantic message said that the Ravens were going to kill him for being a rebel spy.
you know.
And that he had a clever plan. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse. Or so Lapino had told him over the far speaker anyway.
I do like the guy's like, yeah, I totally believe you, Bunny. This guy's such a stinker. The important thing is, though, I can go into that town now, and I can save people. Maybe I can save Peter. Probably not.
Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But
Rabbit season.
where was the prison? The village was empty.
Whoa.
Had everybody fled the Ravens?
Nope, get out of here. It is kind of weird that like the game gets harder as truths are revealed, but I guess it's whatever. That's just how the mechanics work. You know, we're going through time, I guess, or like seeing the future. Like, why would things get harder? There we go.
That was odd. Renato had been here, at this exact place, at this exact time.
Yeah, there we go.
This time, there were so many more Ravens.
Even the game is acknowledging it. Good. I'm glad I called it again. Hate it when I do that.
And if they didn't want their things broken, they really ought to make them stronger.
Whoop. Okay, so if you kick a bomb in the stomach, chances are it'll blow up. Food for thought. Also, yeah, I figure all of the organization members will show up again.
Renato thought of the
At some
Iblis
point.
Stone and
What?
shivered. He had no business messing with ancient, cruel artifacts. What he needed was his friends around him. Clear eyes, full hearts. Can't lose.
Okay.
The
Random
right
Iblis stone
could
thing.
really give you an edge. The wrong, well, it still looked pretty, didn't it?
Sure. What? That totally hit that. I can only hit them from behind? That's lame. Also, couldn't we not go through the village before? Like, now we can? Just, like, normally? There's so many pathways here, too. I'm wondering if the
Was filled with
pink-haired guy will
reprints of
show
the
up again.
entire Sandman series. Reprints? God, what was the point of collecting those?
Oh, there was something else.
And there was something else.
You know, actual useful things. Yeah, that guy. I don't remember names. Yeah, having them back, since they were like the traders, so to speak, would be pretty neat. Also, I almost died right there, so that's cool. It's like they wouldn't really have much reason to go against you now. Except for the whole you killed them thing, but you know, what's one death between friends? What are the 4th tier things? Overall speed of hookshot, who cares? Acquire dash through enemies 3 out of 3, wow. That dash through shield wielding enemies, okay. Kill enemies in a single strike, auto activates when reaching a certain combo threshold. True sword fu.
Was way better than
Yep.
to shrink down to the size of an ant. What was that all about anyway?
I'm no rookie. Whoops. Okay, so this is where I was at before. Okay, is there anything I want? No, not really. Secret of dealing with that elemental resistance is to just not take damage. This place was definitely blocked off before. Thought it was blocked off by a door, but I guess not. I guess it was blocked off by a truth.
I'll just have a dash, thought Renato.
Very interesting. Oh. Well, that wasn't so difficult. Get rid of a burning door. Oh no, one of these. Oh well, at least it's not too difficult. Hello.
He sensed the jewel's power. He had a feeling they were gonna be great friends.
I'm friends with the gym. I'm glad Bernardo can do the same. Let's see, what does that do, I wonder? Propels their shield away like a projectile? Okay. Rip their shield off and throw it at somebody. Wait, that's the door again. This way? No. This way? No. Down the well? I mean, sure, why not? Now in Pixie Town. This is where pixies live, right? I understood that reference.
Hey, I'm a firefox, thought Renato.
Oh no, I'm a subpar browser now. Wow, slits that guy in half.
Ravens were landing everywhere. The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lupino first, they'd eat him for breakfast. Or a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lupino. Well,
I guess go.
unless he really was a traitor.
Obviously.
Then they'd probably pin a medal on his chest.
Glad we know that he's a traitor. Yeah, of course Grant's doing that. But do they even have an Xbox One? Does anyone have an
Had
Xbox
that door
One?
been opened before?
No. Hello. Dear Zenobia, how are you enjoying the academy? New friends already flocking around you, no doubt. Heard you got a fox friend, though. You should kill him. Here in the palace, things are the same. I much dedicate my special hobby. I've been collaborating with Professor Calaveras and his team of experts to investigate the nature of the islands. My gut is telling me the islands are alive, and I think they have a will of their own. Do you hear me, daughter? Our will to become more than a floating masses of rock and water. Professor Calaveras and his boys have made measurements. The islands are drifting, surrounded by endless skies, difficult to notice. Blah blah blah. Can you imagine new islands with their inhabitants? Although we may not be alone. If I could only live long enough to witness the event.
This stone was
Treasure.
incredibly valuable. Bernardo could sense it. Also, it still had its price tag.
Still had its price tag. That is just bad showmanship. Don't put away treasure with a price tag. Hello. There we go. Fair enough, I guess. And here's the rabbit. Kill him now. No.
Dirty and bloody, Bernardo finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Bernardo recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck.
Favorite, quote unquote.
Danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable.
I wonder what
people,
that
actually,
currency
for
looks
weasels.
like. Like, does it look
Now,
like a duck and a
I have
cat?
brilliant plan to kidnap
A duck
Zenobia.
cat?
We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and his only daughter. That would be worth it.
Did he say
On the
52?
other hand,
I wasn't even paying
he
attention.
could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power. Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor's daughter, of
Yeah, we're
course.
definitely going for the cat this
She'd
time.
been Renato's best friend in Sword Fu school. And you're still mad for her. The rabbit
Hey,
reminded him.
shut up,
They'd
rabbit.
been close. She'd told him things no one else knew. But she'd never told him who she really was. She knows all the Emperor's plans, chuckled the master spy.
I think you know all
Won't
the
give them up
Emperor's
easily.
plans, but whatever.
She'll tell the interrogators, all right, said Lapino. Taking her would change the game, all right.
Now the question is, what do we do here? Like, should we go with his harebrained scheme?
The city was
This
already
time?
under Zenobia's control.
I guess there's no real
I have to
threat since
admire
we're reading
her
the book,
efficiency.
but...
Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Could he really turn her over to them? But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
Yep, Phoenix took it over. And you have to watch out for Phoenix. If you kill him, he might just come back.
What else could you hook?
I don't know, but I'll give it a shot. Did the coin say to? Why'd that box give me fruit? I don't want your box fruit. I don't know where those things have been. I guess I've been eating barrel fruit though, and that's pretty much the same thing. You know, barrels are probably like more fresh. Get out of here. Ow. I mean, the thing defaults to a certain number, I think, so. It would have to be 1,000 bits or more.
Think of all the artisans he was creating employment for. Truly, he was a job creator.
Yes. I was definitely creating a job. Let's see. I think I'll get rid of attack speed. It's not that important. Ooh, a treasure hunter. I'm curious what the rare loot will be. Let me just stab this door real quick. The door had a lot to live for, but not anymore. Oh, great. Fire. I don't know what I was expecting behind a fire door. Yeah, sorry, it's pretty...
In his hand. He could feel its secret power.
pretty small, but... I also cannot really see it. But, you know, every little action reduces the health a little bit. I think. I don't know, I think following does, but I'm not sure if that kills it. Or can kill it. Can't believe Sivia would smack you for 5 damage.
Obviously it was a trap. But you never knew how Lupino thought. Sometimes his plans were so convoluted they did the exact opposite to what Lupino wanted. There must be some way to play on that, Renato thought.
Thank you for the 1 bit. Don't slap Phoenix. He's just an innocent flaming bird. And I guess this time we'll go with his plan, see what happens. Whoops.
Sleep tight, thought Renato.
Heal myself real quick. Hello. Goodbye. Ow! I killed him and then died. That's a strong laser. Thanks for a whole day of dealing with this nonsense. Hello, boxes. Did I find a secret? I did find a secret. Hello.
Boy, someone had spent a lot of money for a graduation present.
Oh hey, we just warp right to the end. That's neat, I guess.
So, what's this plan of yours? Use me
Hey.
as bait, said Lupino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese,
A
a net,
net.
setting the
Setting
Farfarer
Farfarer a little bit on fire.
Lupino dressing as
It's already
an
on
old
fire,
blind
but
toad,
whatever.
and Renato hiding inside a monstrous watermelon. What
Oh.
could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
Thought Renato.
Except that is... Yeah, sure.
Oh, this is gonna be fun, said Lupino as he ran to go.
Let's go with it this time.
Marvelous plan.
It'll be fine.
Ooh, a workbench. Did he have any jewels he hadn't tried out?
Can I upgrade any of these? No, I'm a little bit low on... Upgrade... Probably go with the ice one, that's just more useful. Today, darkness is also the heart's true essence. So that's how we'll get through the entire game. Oh. That's how to effectively get through this game, at least. Ow. I assume it's just 40%. Yeah, we can look at it. Open this box, though. Get an even better one.
Jewel. Renato couldn't wait to find a workbench.
Dear Zenova, as you read this letter, you're locked in your chambers, ready to spend your last night before? Well, you know, I will not apologize. I know you're too proud to forgive me. I also know you won't resist reading through. You are a cat, much as I have tried to educate you like a proper toad. What? What does that mean? I swear to you, you will believe me that I did not plan all this when I adopted you. You've always been my special little kitten. No. If I'm writing this week in advance, I know. And I'll be have the heart to do the night of the sacrifice. If I think of you as my daughter, then I may change my mind. You must think I am selfish, and yes, I am selfish. Well, at least I'm able to admit that. Sad little toad that's afraid to die, but what I am doing ultimately will serve the greater good. I want the power, I want it all, so I will keep my subjects content. Peace for eternity, even if you hate me now, you can still respect that. You have to. Oh. It is the only way I can forgive myself for doing this to you. Miss you for eternity. While I'll try to make a scene, everyone will be watching. His father actually did go crazy. Also, I totally dipped through the ground for a second there. Glad I recovered from that. Almost came down with a bad taste of disappearing forever. Let's see. Elemental resistance, 40%, as I expected. Energy on kill gives you 4% energy back every time you kill something. Cool. That's so useful. But it's not. I mean, it is useful, but not as useful as everything else I've got. Potentially. I'm not really sure what the treasure thing does yet. Like, what is constituted as rare treasure at this point? I just realized I was killing those guys instantly, and that's great. Hang on. Break these real quick. There we go. Alright, let's go through your dumb plan.
About the whole plan. With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all odds, Peppino's idiotic plan worked.
Ta-da! I'm here!
His ravens ran off after the geese, the net dropped, and Renato jumped out of the watermelon and put his sword to Zenobia's throat.
That's not a good thing.
Renato, she said. Are those new scars? They look good on you.
Thank you.
You never return my velvet jacket.
Oh, no,
It
not...
was my favorite.
Well, now we know we can't
You
trust her.
look stupid in velvet.
Oh, well, that's fair.
What does an imperial princess know about style? Oh, get a room, you two, said Latino.
But the fleet was coming on fast, so they put Zenobia on the far
Like, that's
side.
fair. If I don't look good in velvet, it's a good reason to take it from me.
She'd vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye.
I feel like that's something you should have just known. I think it would have been public knowledge that he had adopted a cat.
Right, Renato thought reluctantly. She knows things.
We know things.
She recognized his look. You're taking me to the interrogators, aren't you? She said, wide-eyed. And then she jumped with
Oh.
horror. Renato saw Zenobia plummeting.
Well, I mean, you could have just talked about it.
Nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet.
Jump after her.
She's
Foxes
at the Imperial
laying on their feet.
outpost, yelled Peppino. You have to catch her.
Why does he care? They want the Imperials to have her. Foxes land on their feet, right? I mean, they can. I guess humans can land on their feet too. We'll just break all our bones. But that's not important. What's important is getting back the cat. I guess the other one was more accurate.
Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer. If
Good
you
balance.
ran, he could head her off before she reached her minions at the outpost.
1 second. Doggo is giving me the wide-eyed look of, I want to go out, but you're like over there. I'm back.
Well, he did love a good chase.
I don't really like a good chase, but whatever.
It wasn't his fault. They looked so breakable.
It's true. Question is, like, where are we gonna go in this round? Like, she probably doesn't trust us now. She kind of thinks we're gonna take her to the interrogators. I mean, if that was an option, I would have said, nah, probably not. But I guess the flip is just between accepting the plan or not. Hello. Hello, evil doll.
should follow my nose, thought Renato.
To the fruity taste that shows? Is that how that goes? I don't know, it's been a while since I've seen commercials. Going upstairs, that shouldn't exist. Going up more stairs, why are they here? Could just make an elevator. Nope, gotta make a giant stack of floating stairs. Ow, what? I countered that. It didn't count as a counter, apparently. I killed that man without even looking at him. That's how you know I'm a professional sword fighter. There's enough magic stones for these stairs. There's enough magic stones for an elevator. Because they're not floating on their own. That's a lot of energy.
Not everyone knew how to use magical gems. Of course, not everyone had magical gem gauntlets like he did.
He was closing on her. He could smell her fear. He tried not to think about the interrogators at the secret base. What did they do to her? Maybe it didn't have to end that way. Maybe he could talk to her.
I mean, yeah, if she talks, they're not gonna interrogate her.
There were worse things the Imperials had done to friends of his.
How do you know that? Also, I can't go forward. I guess because I don't know the truth yet or something? I don't know.
He'd once met a pirate captain who used hooks to get around his ship. Oh, what was his name again?
He always going on about that crocodile that took his hand or something, and... just the name escapes me. I do recall the name of his arch enemy is Pan or something. I don't know what you have to do to have a chef as your arch enemy, but he was a very intense captain.
Password.
Always
She
yelling.
could wreak havoc with just a few whispers to a fire speaker. Ooh, wouldn't his gauntlet look swell with that jewel in it?
Go with... Ice Blade. Why does my Ice Blade have a face on it? We'll never know. Maybe? It's been a while since I've seen Treasure Planet. That is actually one I've seen. But it's been eons. Now we have Ice Blade! And now I'm out of magic! Well, the joke is that he traveled around his ship on the hook. I don't know if they did that in Treasure Planet.
Renato reached the outpost. The Imperials there were no match for him.
As expected.
Zenobia limped up the path. When she realized he was already in front of her, she didn't even try to run. Oh, you left without saying goodbye.
Again!
Again.
That's so
Said,
rude.
Please. I'm enjoying this a little too much, she said, shaken. Ah,
Yeah.
spare us the chit-chat, would
When,
you?
when did you get here?
Said Lapino as he shackled her hands so she couldn't throw spells. She knows all his plans.
All the way back to the Farfarer, Lapino nagged Renato about how the interrogators would pry all the intel out of Zenobia. How that would turn the tides in the imminent battle. All they had to do was take her to the rebels' secret base. Renato didn't like to think about what the interrogators would do to her. Couldn't he just talk to her?
Yes. I'm glad this is a choice now. We're gonna talk to her. Skip the rebel base. We also know the guy is a traitor,
As they pulled
so...
away from the Nexus, Renato could see the fear in Zenobia's eyes. I can't take her to those creatures at the base.
Those creatures.
Lapino. Ah, you've gone soft. Soft in the head. We captured her for what she knows. I'll take her to the mountains. Tell all the horrible things the Emperor's done. Yeah, believe me. She'll turn. And he turned the wheel.
Keep an eye on him.
Will, shouted Lapino, and he grabbed the wheel back from him. The two of them wrestled for control of the ship. It shot off like a mad spark.
Uh-oh, you flipped the ship.
Suddenly, Renato was falling.
How'd you even do that? The thing only goes left and right. It's not supposed to flip. Also, we already know the rabbit's a traitor. Why are you trusting him? I guess the game wouldn't know that we know. No, it should know that we know. It makes dialogue choices based on that.
When he came to, Zenobia
Oh, hey.
was standing over him. Why didn't you take me to the base to be interrogated? She demanded. Do you know what's left of people they interrogate? This is some trick, isn't it? To make me fall for you again. Well, I won't. Oh,
You're very tall, by the way.
go on then. Scurry back to your ravens. I can't stop you, but
I mean, I could.
strangely, she didn't.
Although my sword seems to be
As
missing.
Renato set off to find the Farfarer, she followed him.
She's not
Just out of
actually
sight of the ravens.
not actually following me though.
If I craft
take
a sword now, it's going to be really short.
It could be a knife. Knives are like short swords, right? At least it could be. Do I want to go this way? Do I want to go that way? This way seems like the way you can come back, so I guess we'll go this way. Hello. I somehow magically grabbed that man. I'll figure out how I did that later. This guy's not helping his friend at all. You okay down there? He can fly, he's probably fine. Hello, box. Oh geez, I have like no ore. But I'm also almost full on like all the upgrades, so unless there's some special armor upgrades I'm not aware of. What? Black is the new dead? Nah, they're fine. Like, if they're increasing their muscles, they have to be increasing their flight muscles too, right? That's how that works. Whoops. Blew myself up again.
This would be the perfect
Do a little
place
dance.
for a tic-tac-toe board.
What it? I don't know. There's not really enough room for that. I mean, going through the ice thing seemed like the most optimal choice. Wait, no, that's just the secret again, isn't it? Meh. Nah, they'll be fine. They're magic. They can probably, like, reduce their weight. I'm gonna say increase the strength of their wings, but that'll just make them even bigger.
There were a lot of shiny, smooth, curved with leather, buckles, and kind of smelled,
Shiny,
You know
smooth
what?
curve. What?
never mind. Yes, there was also ore and other useful stuff.
There was actually only ore,
Let's
but
focus
whatever.
on that, shall we?
Hey, fruit. Don't really want those, but whatever. I'll take them. Kinda have to. Let's burn everybody alive. Nobody move. I have a flamethrower. I'm not afraid to use it. Nope. Yep. Easy peasy. I apparently can't go that way.
As Renato stopped to sniff the wind, Zenobia came up.
Smells like dead bird.
Did you really think you'd just talk me into betraying my father?
A little bit,
Oh,
yeah.
Sure, that was exactly my plan. Then why aren't you even talking to me? Because I've never talked you into anything in my life.
That's true.
They're gonna court-martial you for letting me go.
Yeah, whatever.
Caught a whiff of the Farfarer. Wet rope, tar, and a cask of Scoble ale he'd spilt last year.
Probably.
That way.
But I want to see what the treasure is that could drop. Also, why would they court-martial me into anything? I'm not really part of... I'm a freelancer. They don't even really know I'm part of the rebellion yet. I mean, I guess the rabbit does, but who cares about him? These guys regenerating health. Kinda looks like it. Managed to get both of those real quick. Yeah, doesn't really make much sense, but whatever.
Renato was spending a lot of time in this place. He caught himself thinking about redecorating it. Or at least, couldn't he leave a toothbrush or something?
I mean, I guess I have been here 3 times now. Instant kill. Instant kill. I've turned into a golden god fox.
Where was a bard when you needed it?
Where is a bard? Why don't we have any bards here? Physical resistance. That could be useful. Since I keep exploding. Would a bomb be elemental or physical damage? I guess it is fire and all that stuff, so probably elemental. Ow. Yeah, I'm good at predicting the future. Ow. Aha. Ah. Yeah. And there we go. Using the katana feels nice. Feel like I'm gonna die soon though. One more hit and I'm dead. Oh well, that's good. I'll switch to the magical winter sword or wind sword. I don't know why I said winter. Winter would be the ice sword. We're not using that to heal. The fire one's really good for damage, and I think the ice one can definitely like instant kill people. But they're harder to use because they keep running out of energy so fast. I guess if I just got more energy, I wouldn't run out so fast, but...
Renato wondered if he should have taken Zenobia to the rebel base for real.
Nah.
Maybe she wasn't playing him after all. After the bleak talk about the Emperor's dark secret, he was regretting his suspicion.
I mean, I don't really know why she would even be, like, wanting to go along with his plans, because, he's kind of just killing people. Isn't that kind of the issue in the first place? That he's going around doing these dark things?
Very cool sword, thought Renato. No, seriously. He couldn't feel his paw anymore.
Oh no. My hand, it's cold. Why don't I have gloves? Wait, I do have gloves. I have 1 glove. I'm not sure about 2. They seem to like phase in and out of existence. Yeah, that's the same thing as before. Cool.
See? With enough leverage, you could go anywhere.
Well, there goes that fruit. Okay. I guess we did it. I don't know how those guys exploded, but I'll take it. More boxes. I'm glad I can just go here and get free boxes.
Pathway made Renato curious.
Curious about what? Physical resistance. Wonder what I get after I get all the gems. It's like, I almost have them all. If that isn't the last one. Uh oh. Hey, wait a second. That's my boat.
Sure enough, the Farfarer had crashed in some rocks. There was no sign of Lapino. Zenobia
Good.
caught up. All that kid stuff in Swordfu School. And look, that's the past. We're adults now.
Adults?
We have duties to other people. We have destinies.
Yeah, I have.
What are you talking about? And you are the most arrogant, slow-witted...
Hey, I killed a lot of people really quick. That's not slow-witted.
Run away with me, said Renato, and he realized he meant it.
What? Just like that?
She demanded. I will, if you will. So, she kissed him.
Wow.
And it was the best kiss he'd ever had. They held hands as they boarded.
Didn't really solve any issues, but...
Light-hearted, like the winds that were playing the rigging like a balalaika. But Lupino, I need to get back to Lupino, he said, suddenly realizing he could have been captured. A prisoner. He's not. How'd you know? He saw something in her eyes he didn't understand.
We already know this, though. Whatever.
Into the abyss.
Sure.
She looked away. Wouldn't answer. But then a bolt smashed through the Farfarer's keel.
Oh no.
The broken ship.
Wait, how'd I flip again?
Out of the clouds.
How'd I flip out of the ship again? I wasn't even in the ship. No, whatever. Looks like we got on her side, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, apparently. I'm so terrible at driving, it flipped me even when I wasn't driving it.
Renato picked himself off the deck. They were alive.
Hello.
We have
I'm
to
dear.
get to my private ship, she said. Do you trust me?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I must, he said. You go on ahead. Clear the path, she said. I can't kill my own soldiers. He wanted to say that he didn't trust her.
You could just
That he had
talk
no
to
idea what he
whatever.
was getting into.
You just talk to the soldiers. I'm sure they'd be like, "Oh, okay. I'll let you go then."
His heart. That's what it means to be a hero. You had to follow your heart.
Let's see. We have all the things. We do have all the things now. They're in by 40%. It's pretty good. Guess I'll get rid of the treasure one because it's not really useful. I don't know what it like. What treasure could I possibly get? If it's just fruit, then who cares? Darkness. Meet door. Kingdom Hearts
There was a
reference.
pleasant breeze coming through that door. Had it been closed before?
Probably not. Alright, let's get this. Absolutely. Being able to instant kill people is great. Although it'll probably prevent me from getting the really high combos. Alright, what am I gonna get from this? Bunch of fruit? Well, that's not very good. That's not very useful at all. Slow time. I assume that's my ability that's doing that with the slow time thing, but I don't know, like, how to trigger it.
They paused to catch their breath. It was strange to be so close to her. What are you thinking? He asked. I'm trying very hard not to think. Me too, he said. Up ahead, he could see the thin silver of Zenobia's personal ship.
Like, which time? Okay.
Fast. They would leave all this behind.
So the perfect counters caused me to go into slow mode, and the perfect grapples caused me to go into slow mode. How did she get across? She doesn't have a hook shot. I feel like that was a perfect counter, and I didn't get anything there. And now the insta-kills begin. Perfect. She does have magic. I guess she can just teleport.
Renato
Wind herself
wondered
across. I have magic.
if he jumped. Would he be rescued by an emergency platform?
Probably not. I don't think I'd be rescued at all. Ow. Like I didn't even have a thing pop up in his head. Odd. And dead. Perfect strike. Imperfect fight. I've got the achievement, what magic? What do you mean, what magic? Is it questioning my lack of magic? I have magic swords, I guess. I don't actually have magic myself. We go this way. Hello there. I apparently went to sword fu school to learn the art of ping pong. How often I just bounce between people. Also, instantly killing them seems a little bit overpowered. What if there's ever a point where I'm supposed to not kill somebody? Is this her personal
As
ship?
they reached her ship,
Pretty small.
Renato suddenly felt a sharp pain in his stomach.
Oh no.
He was surprised to see a crossbow bolt sticking out of it.
I was going to lead the Empire to a secret base,
Said Lapino.
but
Oh.
no.
Oh, I got a thing right here.
Screw up my plan because you still got a thing for her.
I also knew you were a traitor, but whatever.
Renato stared at Zenobia. The kiss. Was it real? She said. With a look
Oh
of
no.
indescribable sorrow. She gestured and said an arcane word, and Lapino went flying into the abyss, screaming, "I'm telling your father!"
At least he didn't say he
knelt
was
down to cradle his head,
her father.
and her paws felt very soft and warm. And he hadn't learned anything new this time. He'd done the same thing twice, yet expected a different outcome.
That was another Lapino thing. Help you find tracks of loot not found yet. Look for this icon when making choices in the book. The option can be toggled in the gameplay option menu. Okay. So we found out this guy's a traitor again. But she still seems pretty okay, and also threw the rabbit into the abyss or something. Don't know why she didn't say like, hey, he's a traitor.
Renato could feel it. He'd have to explore choices he'd never made before he could figure it all out, though.
I assume I have to take her to the mountain instead of the rebel
Strutted
base.
to the beginning once again, and he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion
Been 2
was
hours,
in
guys.
trouble.
Are you surprised?
Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base.
Probably go on for another hour or so.
They needed a game changer.
Hope you guys are enjoying the
So
stream.
the
It's a little
sky
quiet, but
surfaced. Renato knew that using it
can I like skip this
could go
dialogue, please?
catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it.
Yeah, I get it.
Also,
Catastrophically, because of the
temple
cat.
had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there.
Why is that image
It was a
different?
dangerous artifact.
Hmm.
It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also,
And then
his
Lapino.
old friend Lapino needed
But all
rescue.
3 of these have a
Of
thing now.
course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Yes. Doesn't seem like any of these really matter. But I think getting this guy
Ah, Lapino.
Dang it.
No.
I think getting this guy all set up
Man
is the
sold
best
Pegasus that
method to get on her
exactly
side.
own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given
Oh, I can't skip it. Yay. Ow. Just hit myself in the face. This stupid thing. Which spins around like crazy for some reason.
Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison?
Hey, wait a second.
The village was empty. Had
We start on a different side.
everybody fled the Ravens?
Why did we start on this side this time? That's strange. Maybe I'm just crazy, I don't know.
That was odd. Ronaldo had been here, at this exact place, at this exact time. This time, there were so many more ravens.
Very interesting. I'm not sure what's going on here. This dark door isn't here either, is it?
Ronaldo thought of
Fire
the
door.
Iblis stone and shivered. He had no business messing with ancient, cruel artifacts.
I doubt I'll get anything from these big chests
needed
now.
was
Oh,
his
I guess.
friends.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna ignore it.
Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
I'm just gonna ignore that. I don't know if it actually did cycle back to weaker enemies. I think those guys just might have been
Okay, let's
like that.
get this
See,
over
there it
with,
goes.
and we can all go home. Well, not you, just me.
Oh. I mean, they could probably go home too. Like, if I don't kill them. Wow, when did I get 20? Jeez. My perfect strikes are too perfect. Look at that. 6 spin slash. Do a cartwheel when I want to stab someone in the face. That's how they know they were defeated by a master. There we go.
Ravens
Acceptable.
were landing everywhere. The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, they'd eat him for breakfast.
Already heard this
Or
part.
a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lapino.
You know, things like that kind of make the...
Unless he really was a traitor, obviously. Then they'd probably pin a medal on his chest.
Kind of make the whole, like, Iblis Stone part where you're, like, trying to be like, oh, these guys are just doing their job. Like, no, these guys are monsters. Like, they eat people just because, sometimes. Dead. The insta-kill makes this a lot easier. A lot easier.
Lapino would betray him. But now Ronaldo knew that. What would Lapino do if he knew that Lapino was going to betray him? Well, he'd concoct some crazy scheme, wouldn't he? That used Lapino's betrayal against him and it would blow up in his face. Maybe he was overthinking this.
Uh-oh.
That would be a first.
Did not want to line that up. I was about to go right back into that bomb. I could just kill the guy.
Dirty and bloody.
Whatever. I guess I'm not supposed to know he's a traitor in the actual story.
Rabbit was
Even if I
practicing
know that now.
Bernardo recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am.
The ravens are coming. You just killed them. Oh no.
Right, yeah, we see this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal.
Yeah, he definitely
They're very reasonable people, actually.
definitely says
the
52.
Weasels. Now,
Or does he say 53 just really fast?
to kidnap Zenobia. We
Could just be a typo.
capture
3 is
Zenobia,
right next to 2.
We find out what she knows. And that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter.
That would be
That
worth it.
would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
But then Lupino would probably stab me in the face.
Zenobia wasn't just the Emperor.
We already solved this part. It's fine. The rabbit will probably stab me in the face in order to get that sky core or whatever. Even though I guess they should know who, like, they should know where it is. I
The
don't
city
know.
was already under Zenobia's control. I had to admire her efficiency. Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators. Would he really turn her over to them? But this was war. It wasn't meant to be pretty.
All right. See what we can do here. Open the door. This time we're not going to accept his harebrained scheme. See if that affects anything.
For a moment, I wish that somebody had been watching.
Don't worry, there's at least 2 people watching. This top-down perspective is getting a little old, though. There's so many things everywhere. Why'd I have to go all the way around for this? The spot right here. Yeah. And we take the scenic route, I guess. Hello. I wonder if I've killed anyone with that gate yet. Uh-oh, okay. Almost flipped off the side of the bridge. That wouldn't have been fun. I don't know what I just did, but I killed someone. A lot of doors. Yeah. I have the sword equipped, might as well use it.
I wonder what happens if I go that way.
Not a lot, to be honest. Yeah, it looks like these just drop fruit now. So I think I got all the good loot. Maybe just all the loot in general. Only thing left is like 100 ore to upgrade the darkness sword, and then we're done. Which is a little sad.
Urging him to capture Zenobia. Obviously, it was a trap. But you never knew how Lupino thought. Sometimes his plans were so convoluted they did the exact opposite to what Lupino wanted. There must be some way to play on that, Renato thought.
Yeah, I guess if you just need health, but I didn't really need health.
Renato hated gogglers. It was almost impossible to sneak past them.
Yeah,
One didn't spot you, another one would.
hating gogglers is perfectly understandable. Poor Peter. I don't really like that they can't be stunned by something just because they can see it coming. I guess the idea is that they might laser it, but I don't think they would.
So,
Hey, guy.
what's this plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lupino. And he outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lupino dressing as an old blind toad, and Renato hiding inside a monstrous watermelon. What could possibly go wrong? Thought Renato.
I could get stabbed. Not the time.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sure you know better, said Lupino.
What? Looks like Sivia didn't see what the actual plan was. It actually works. The weird part.
This is
Ow.
yours, said Renato. But he couldn't hear his enemy's answer.
Let's... I think it's time to chill out. There we go. Look at this weird line on the ground.
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no
So now it's
sound.
this part again.
Where were her guards? Finally, he reached her bedroom. She was curled up on her bed. Oh, he'd forgotten how beautiful she was. How sleek.
Do,
How
do, do, do.
soft. He
And
tapped
then
her on the
she
shoulder with his sword.
explodes.
She became smoke.
Oh no!
And he noticed he had a blade to his throat. Stay
no.
a while.
And listen.
Heard a familiar voice. Did you really think you could capture me? Zenobia said as her ship lifted off. Now I just wanted some privacy. Renato said. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you?
Now we're gonna tell her the truth.
And he told her
She's gonna
why.
be sacrificed.
His Imperial Majesty wanted to bring the lost gods back.
Somehow we know this, but I mean, now we would know this, but
To seal the bargain,
before we shouldn't have known this when we did this the first time.
sacrifice. Someone who truly loved him.
You're lying. She was furious. You can't prove that.
I got these notes.
And so, they set sail for the Nexus.
The scientist thing didn't go too well last time. I don't really get why she doesn't know, because we know that there was a letter. Wait, are we actually just going straight to the scientist? Thought we had a choice in the matter.
Scientists at the observatory have resurrected one of his victims. Well, he's not exactly alive.
But he can
but
talk.
He can talk.
Can't
and
lie.
Can't lie.
Kinda doesn't have the ability to lay on a bed.
You know, I could just cast a spell to make you tell me where the rebel base is.
You could.
You wouldn't consider that cheating? She frowned. Ugh, fine.
Does she not consider Lupino cheating? Like, I
Renato
guess.
felt that all the rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
Okay. Just letting that play out. I wasn't really sure where they were going with that. Let's see. Use my stamina even further. Wow. Well, this maximum sword energy. Didn't really need that. Attacker is knocked down. Okay. Another time a successful counter until your next action. Take a breather to your next move.
It was more and more extraordinary.
Let's go with that. And also, let's heal up. Hey. You trying to counter my hums with your hums? Okay, where am I going this way? I do hope I don't fall through the ground again. Not exactly a common fear I have, but something I feel is pretty fitting given what happened earlier. Never realized being in the Sky Island, like the thing I had to fear the most wasn't the sky, but the ground. And now they're dead. But Sivia didn't Well, she hasn't I don't know. Has she hummed? Not recently. Right. 39 more.
She
Whatever
caught
they
up
are.
with him.
Whoa.
Don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic?
Probably not.
Why?
Also, why are you over there?
Do you want to join in? Oh, no, I'd destroy his books and... all right, I suppose I wouldn't. She stopped, troubled. He ran on.
I don't really like that she doesn't follow me like the other things do. Like, I guess it's just because she doesn't want to be seen by the ravens, but... I don't know. I mean, the Sky Ripper thing just blows up the world. Something I wouldn't really want around the ravens.
Renato had been searching for a way to save the rebellion. Lapina wanted to capture and interrogate Zenobia. But if he could show her proof of her father's madness, maybe she would join the rebellion.
Probably not. Have a feeling that's not what's gonna happen, even if I do find the truth in the matter.
Energy spheres.
Ow!
Easy to dodge, but boy do they sting if you didn't pay attention.
Well, I never pay attention. What? Oh no. Oh no. God dang it. Huh. If you activate something while you have that... If you activate something while you have the healing thing going off, it just kind of keeps playing the healing thing. I don't know why I struggled with that sentence. Ow. Why are you wowing? Ow. Nope. Can't touch me, Birdman. Ah, he touched me.
Oh, should have faked left and then gone left, he thought.
And then never thought again.
Never thought again.
Yep, it's accurate. I should have definitely gone left. Alright, double counter. More of a bug than an exploit. Oh, dang it. If you mean the holding down button, because it didn't really do anything except use my mana. So. If it didn't actually use my mana, then it would have been an exploit. Also, ow. Alright, there we go. Ow.
Oh, Renato hated warlocks. The way they could hurt you and you couldn't hurt them back.
I mean, you can. I killed one. I don't know. It's a pretty long game. I'd have to get good. And that's difficult. Like, what would even be, like, the category? I guess just find the truth. And then all routes would be really annoying.
This thing, he thought.
Why would you need a railing? They already have an invisible railing. Oh, everyone's dead. Ugh. Yep, that's a lot of dead frogs, an eyeball thing.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere.
I believe it.
The Ravens had taken care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared around, shocked. The scientists had been neutral. They had no part in the rebellion.
I know. What do we do here?
She said, shaken. I have things to tell them. It was what Renato had gambled on. The Zenobia would turn against her father once she knew his madness. But the rebel base was secret. Could he really risk taking the Emperor's daughter there?
Like, now we know the bunny is, now we know the rabbit is the bad one, but I don't see the thing popping up either. Hang on. I thought it said it would tell me about things I could do. I don't know. These are all the choices you could make, which is pretty neat. So I guess we won't trust her this time.
Renato reached
See what
Lupino
happened.
by far speaker Toad.
Why are you talking to him?
No. We should take her to the base.
Insisted Lupino. No, I don't trust her. Nobody changes sides that fast, said Renato.
I better go to the base. Let them know you've got her.
Lupino said.
For some reason, Renato wasn't sure that was a good idea.
Just meet me at the far side of the mountains. There's a shuttle here I can take,
Always has to be your way, doesn't it?
Yes.
said Lupino.
Good. Okay, I'm glad that changed a little bit. This time we'll find out what's up with her, I guess. But she knows that the rabbit's a traitor. I think. It's hard to tell. 'Cause we don't really know what's up with her yet.
Zenobia was still shaking as they got out. I didn't know, she
Do you
said.
not know?
The Ravens kept it secret. At first they sacrificed prisoners, then villages near the frontier, and then an orphanage.
Kittens and puppies and
Sometimes
bears and
we'd come back
wolves
to the
and...
palace and it was like there were glowing things behind his eyes. I was so busy. I'll clear a path for us, Renato told Zenobia, so the Ravens don't see you.
Yeah, better do this again. Yep. Okay. I did it, I guess. Good. So how come I know where the rebel base is, but Lupino doesn't? I thought he was like already working with the rebels. At least it's implied he doesn't seem to know where it is. And there we go. Otherwise he would just go there without you.
This thing really needed a roof.
It needs a wall, it needs a roof. Why don't you just build a house on this thing? Build a house on all of them. There you go. Not really sure what the fastest route is. Probably time that at some point. I don't think it's in the book. The book seems to be like what this time traveling thing is. Well, future vision, really. I wonder if Peter ever read the book and he knew he would die.
There was a cat in this one. And something useful.
Wow. Is that a subtle shade towards the peanut? Is she not useful? True.
Zenobia came up as he massaged his sore arm. Her eyes were wet. He's been saying strange things. He asked me to do experiments. And some were wrong.
Wrong? Like,
They are banished, right? Said Renato. Gone
Everything-
forever. I
did
mean,
he try to
couldn't
make
bring the old gods
you
back, could he?
brush your teeth and then drink orange
She
juice?
didn't answer him. That frightened him more than anything.
That's a terrible experiment. Never do that. These silent elevators are scary. Now they're all frozen. Grape juice after black coffee? I don't even drink coffee, but... I'm sure it probably tastes good if you like it. Oh no. Does it not taste like super bitter or anything? Okay. Someone's asking me a question. Wish I could see the... Hey, you can't eat me. go. Someone asked me if I wanted something to eat, and I do, but I don't want what they're making. Eggs and gravy or something. Bleh. No thanks. Oh no! I lost the ore.
Ravens didn't smell any better dead, Renato thought.
Let's see. We go up here? Yeah, I guess so. Those rocks weren't falling yet, so I guess I can just go over here and... It's weird how we're going back to the frog. Like, what's the frog gonna do for her? I could go through there, but meh. Opening the door is honestly kind of slow.
Did they think no one would notice the lever?
Look, let's put this lever here and it will work out.
Taken Zenobia to the rebel base for real. Maybe she wasn't playing him after all. After the bleak talk about the Emperor's dark secret, he was regretting his suspicion.
No, don't, because there's one person we should be suspecting even more.
They
Frog's
came
not here.
up in an empty shack.
An empty shack? This should be
Gestured
where
her
the
in.
frog is.
Where's the base? She asked, confused. I thought we could talk a bit first.
Oh, you think I'm playing you? She was furious. I'm betraying my father who picked me out of an alley, and you think I'm playing you?
Yes.
She lashed out. Her claws sliced fire into his face.
Because
Energy
you know,
poured
that's
from
just,
her other paw.
it's exactly for that reason we think it'd not be possible for you to...
Thrust his sword into her heart.
Don't
She
do that.
Staggered. I could have loved you,
These things go out of the way.
son of a bitch. And then she died.
Things go
Renato
out of their
stood
way
there.
a little too far.
For hours.
For
Unable
hours.
to move. Finally, a ship landed near him. Lapino had brought the
Yep,
Farfarer.
that could have gone better.
On board the Farfarer, Lapino couldn't stop grinning. I can't believe you actually killed her. Why didn't I trust her? Renato said.
This
All
is
the
the guy you
field
couldn't
was
trust,
emptiness.
but whatever.
You killed the Emperor's daughter. You might want to run for it. If you care whether you live or die, that is.
At this point, he
Since
probably
Renato
doesn't.
Didn't.
Oh, yep, there it
He
is.
grabbed the wheel, and he sailed for the Imperial fleet.
Hmm. So do I lose? Am I dead? Do I give myself up?
Renato had never felt worse. Zenobia had listened.
Hmm.
He
Small
trusted
point
her.
though.
She'd opened her eyes to her father's evil.
She's dead, so she can't be sacrificed, I guess.
He had taken her to a dirty shack. Was he so used to lying that he couldn't trust even the girl he had always loved?
Okay, let's get our last upgrade.
Now he could slice the wings off a fly in the air.
Hanzo would like
Not
these.
that he would.
Achievement unlocked.
Sort of mean, really.
Now I have darkness. Is there anything... 100% damage? I don't really need that, to be honest. Now that I have the instant kill thing. Hmm. Have time to do a suicide mission. We're gonna probably kill the Emperor, and he's gonna be really mad. But this is not the ending we wanted.
truth was, Renata really liked the sound of a sword made in the air.
It's a good sound. Hey, look, a box. What's in the box? More fruit. Great. Sure, I'm glad they stockpiled all these gem boxes with fruit after I stole everything. We gotta replace these gems with something. Well, I guess we'll just fill it full of fruit. What could possibly go wrong?
He could see the rebels reeling back as he plunged into the ranks of the Ravens. He'd had to kill the girl he loved. But he'd also blown the biggest opportunity they could have had, to turn the Emperor's daughter against him. Oh, Renata could only laugh miserably. He was taking crazy chances now, swinging wildly. He expected the Ravens to take him at any moment, but they were running in fear. No one wants to fight a man who doesn't care if he lives.
Yep.
No one wants to fight a hero.
And now we're super fast. Ow. Yeah, they're definitely running in fear as they fight me straight on. Unreal Treasures achievement. Really looking to see what these achievements are.
By anti-gravity and wishful thinking.
I have no idea what any of them are. There we go. Perfect. What better way to escape someone if not to just run straight towards them? That'll get you away from them, like in one way or another.
Soon he'd confront the Emperor. Funny that this whole war had come about because the Emperor feared death. And now it was coming for him. There was some sort of lesson there, wasn't there?
Just teleport around the entire field of battle. Oh, dang. He got me as my guard was lowered. Thought, hey, he's the last guy. Surely I can do something with that. Nope.
He was exhausted. Could barely think.
She's no
He wanted
chameleon.
to stop thinking.
Achievement unlocked. I don't know if you guys can see
The
this,
rebels
so
were
I'm
already
saying them
finished,
when they pop up.
and he was the last. The Ravens were coming for him personally now, in waves. It didn't matter. He was slick with his own blood, but
Okay.
it didn't matter. In the distance, he could see her, embraced by a halo of light, holding her
Sometimes
hand.
they're not, like with some games, so I didn't know if this was one of those.
Would she take him to
No,
the
it's probably gonna
halls of the
stab me.
valiant? Then he felt steel in his belly, and his chest, and his back. And he lay down, and he couldn't see her anymore. He should go back to some of the choices he'd faced before. Maybe there were new paths that had opened up, like those doors he was opening up all over the map that took him to new treasures and around his enemies. But he'd learned another true thing. Zenobia
Plus 2 levels.
still had feelings for him.
Truth is unlocked.
The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. Faster than before?
And he
And
fell.
he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose.
Well,
The
back to the
rebellion
beginning.
was in trouble.
Again.
Ravens were
needed a
scouting
game
for the secret
changer.
rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced.
Alright, well, I'm gonna be right back 1 second.
Renata knew
Then we'll get
that
back to
using
this.
it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it.
to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion, and he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Okay, I'm back, but I'm gonna be a second, because this thing, like, popped. You know, something weird happened. When I got up, there was, like, a loud pop, and, like, this thing sounded like it exploded. And that's no good. Neither was that. But I actually got up and got the food. So I may be eating, so I might disable the camera, or I might not. Now you guys can hear me. I'm all the way over. You can hear this thing. Here. Oh, that's not. Or I should. That. It's. Getting out. I never have, never will, probably. Sure, at some point someone will be like, you should try this. I'll be like, I don't really want to. And then we'll be like, hey, you should try it. I'll be like, I don't want to be insulting, but I'd rather not. And then they'll like shove it down my throat. Specific person in mind that I think would do that. No one you guys know. I think. Anyways, I wonder which one I should do. I don't know.
Renato finally realized that Lapino was a traitor.
Finally? I feel like getting stabbed once would have
Maybe
figured that out.
Renato could use that somehow.
Uh-oh. Well, now that we know the truth, we can do something else, huh? Renato could use that somehow.
Renato
Okay.
couldn't quite put his paw on when he'd realized Lapino was
Maybe,
working for the Empire.
maybe it was when I was
He'd
stabbed.
never exactly seen Lapino sending coded messages to the palace, but he was sure. The rabbit had
I
been
got
on
eggs
too
and
many
toast
disastrous
and-
missions where he was the only survivor, or where he accidentally missed getting on the boat that
Oh.
went down to the abyss in flames. If Renato could
Accidentally.
prevent Lapino from getting back to the fleet with all the intelligence he'd probably gathered, it might be worth the trip.
Maybe it was that multiple times where he stabbed me in the face, and then it was like, oops, I tripped. And now I have the scar on my face. It was like, it's fine. He's my friend. He seemed pretty apologetic about it. I'm sure he didn't really mean to do that. Or maybe it was the time I asked him for $5, and he gave me the $5, and then as I turned in the dollars to like pay off that thing, to pay off my debt, I realized that he gave me Monopoly money, and he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I use that all the time during my trials. I didn't mean to give it to you, my friend. And then I realized that he had always been giving me Monopoly money since I was like 5. I just rarely asked him for money, so it never really came up. Whoops. Watch out. Oh, sorry. It's okay, Reborn. It's okay. I know we're friends. It's fine. It's okay. You can put the knife away in my stomach. No issues here. I do like this gentle music. It's definitely a village song. Yep. There we go. That was
I
easy.
always felt that the rabbit resented him. Lapino was hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Ooh, was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
Now we don't even have like unique dialogue, it's just this is a different scenario entirely. Oh yeah, I leveled up. I forgot. Let's see. I'm gonna go with this one.
Nice. That could be useful.
And counterattack or this? I don't know. I don't know, they're all kind of useless now that I have my maximum power. What's the hourglass at the bottom of combat? Oh, you mean on the level thing? Let's look. Recover after being hit almost instantly and the attacker is knocked down. So that's useful, I guess, if I ever get hit. The secret of that one, though, is to just not get hit. Remember, that's even easier time. Alternatively, I can just kill everybody.
Sign of Lupino. Not a hair. Not a pellet. Was he hiding in the cemetery further down the road? That didn't seem
Thank you for
like
the
it.
energy. Looks like all the chests are gonna give me nothing but food and stuff now. Oh. Counter. There we go. Oh. There was still a man alive! How dare you live!
Renato told the corpses.
Welcome to
It was
Earth?
something he'd seen in a play once.
What is that a reference to? Some alien thing, I'm sure. This egg is a tad green. Also, I hope you guys are also eating. It's not a social eating stream if I'm the only one eating.
It's how we do it.
It's just a social watching some nerd eat stream. Alright, Lupino, what do you got for us? Gonna stab him?
And exhausted.
Oh, this is different. Dialogue entirely.
The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the rabbit was, there are a few things about him that
Oh,
Renato
Nat,
find so
good luck.
amusing
I believe in your clapping
You
abilities.
sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am. The ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Renato wanted to clap shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky River was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old
Wait,
Lysander
what?
III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
No, that was not it. No, that was not it. If he figures out how to use it successfully, that's a powerful weapon. No, kill the rabbit.
Me? A traitor? I'm hurt, said Lupino. Why ever would you say that?
Because you stabbed me
Found
twice.
the code book, said Renato. They hadn't, but he hoped Lupino would blow his cover.
Uh-oh.
He got me, said Lupino. And you know what? I don't regret a thing. It's always about you, isn't it? You're the pretty hero. You get the girl, you get the medal, and what
I get the knife in the back. That's what I
Rabbit
want.
food.
I thought you liked rabbit food.
Go to hell, said Lupino.
And he made a gesture. And 20 ravens came out of nowhere and stabbed Renato to death.
What?
He had tried something bold and paid the price for it.
That would not happen. 20 ravens, I could take that in my sleep. I could go to sleep right now. And 20 ravens would die. So now what? Let's go back
How had they
and...
come to this? They'd been on so many adventures together. Lupino had talked Renato out of prison at least 4 times. And Renato had rescued Lupino from at least
Now we have to
2
go all the way
lynch
back
mobs.
again.
Hey, is that a word for a lot of ravens? Like a doofus of ravens?
No, isn't it a murder? Or is that crows? I think it might be crows. Now. What is a group of ravens then? A nevermore? What?
But he'd always felt that the rabbit.
Whoa,
resented him.
okay.
The Beano
I teleported across the world for a second.
Down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs.
An unkindness? That doesn't sound like a group. That sounds like a...
Payback? Or did the Empire have his little white
I don't know,
tail?
personality? It seems based on which direction I come from is like determines if this is open or not, which is weird. Why would that happen? Lose this one. A conspiracy of ravens? That's fitting for this scenario, I guess. I apparently did a perfect counter. That's why that slowed down right there.
Ravens were landing everywhere from dropships.
Dropships in the... and they're dropping into the underground well? What does that mean?
He'd been stealing from the rebellion, and they'd probably give him a medal. He'd have to be very careful about how he played Lupino. At the slightest hint of danger, the mad rabbit would take off like a rabbit.
Alright, I guess we're gonna play it crafty. Do whatever. We don't know how he would react to that. How he's react to this weapon.
The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the rabbit was, there were a few things about him that Renato didn't find so amusing anymore. You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger.
It was something bad, but oh well.
The ravens are coming.
Oh yeah, they're coming.
Clever plan.
I mean, they'll be eventually.
Zenobia. Renato wanted to clap shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky River was dangerous mostly to its user.
Now then.
If he could put it in the
Now we stab him in the face, right?
Old
No.
Isengrim III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
Alright, we'll do
Renato
it.
felt like a real hero. Brave
And smart.
He told the rabbit all about the Sky Ripper's God's Eye core.
I would be brave and smart too if I wasn't
When you
getting
attack
constantly
Zenobia,
shoehorned into bad choices.
Wait, I have an even better idea. I'll get the core, and you attack Zenobia, said the rabbit. Right,
What?
yeah, that is better, agreed Renato.
What, is it better?
The traitor would make sure the Emperor got the core. Now Renato just needed the Emperor to use the core.
I mean, I guess it's better for me.
Something that the Emperor wanted very badly. Zenobia. He could save her and bait the Emperor at the
Same time. Okay, so he'll go get the core, and I guess we'll have to deal with any ravens because he's on their side. If you're curious what I'm eating, it's just eggs, toast, and blueberry jelly.
Now, all Renato had to do was fight his way
Preserves,
through
I guess.
Zenobia's invading troops, sneak onto her ship and into her bedroom, and kidnap her without any of her dozens of guards alerting her. Then, he would rely on her love for him to convince her how evil her father was, so she'd run away with him instead of going back to her father, who was going to blow himself up. It did sound a little risky. But Renato had a feeling it would work out somehow.
Now, she'd want to save her
It
people
always
as
did.
well. Why is that on fire? That is why they wanted the book. Like, this is just a really strong artifact. It just finds the 100% chance for success. Eventually. As long as you can put up with dying a couple thousand times. Or 18 times. Whoop. I doubt they knew exactly what it did, but it probably was like foretold of like, this book will help you succeed. I'm sure they knew something about it.
So that's what they meant by a firewall. What unlocks a firewall?
We're not allowed to answer that on the internet. Whoop. If bad puns opened up a firewall, my computer would already be dead. It would have exploded a long time ago. Should I go down the well? Can I go down the well?
The market.
I guess so.
It was going to be full of gogglers, wasn't it? Oh, it'd have been so much more fun before the war. When the worst thing that could happen to you was getting fleeced buying a rug.
It's always the worst when you're tricked into buying a rug. Hello, secret door. I knew you were here already. I don't know why I opened that. I knew it was useless.
Renato was halfway to Zenobia's encampment when Lapino showed up.
You shouldn't be here.
He was disheveled and distraught.
They jumped us. I barely got away.
Oh, right. I get it.
They got the core.
Oh, it was all going according to plan, thought Renato. Now he just needed Zenobia on his side. Yes, that was even better. The Iblis Stone.
Wait, I don't know if I want to give it to
And
her.
then the Emperor would have to pursue them. Wait. No. The gem
Yep.
would corrupt anyone.
Even her.
That's it, he thought. Even Lapino. Even though Lapino was already a traitor. It would turn him against his secret master, the Emperor. He would try to make himself Emperor. And the Emperor would have to defend himself with the core. Boom. He was a super genius.
I don't want her to have it, so sure, Lapino, you can do
This
it.
is terrible.
This is so bad. It's the worst thing I've ever imagined.
But now it's lost in enemy territory. He handed Lapino a map.
Here you go, Lapino. Just have this thing. Oh my gosh, I hope you don't go for it. You could not handle its power.
Said Lapino. I think someone's following us. I didn't hear anything. Rabbit ears. You go on ahead. I'll check it out. And with that, Lapino hopped off with the map.
That's because the book knows that he's the greatest.
Oh, good. I need a new rug for me nest, said the lead raven.
How rude. Also, I hit that guy with the shield for once. First time I've noticed that happen. I don't like it when I teleport off the map. That's scary. At least I teleported back, but jeez. I could have very easily fallen to my death.
Renato slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. She was curled up on her bed. He'd forgotten how beautiful she was, how sleek, how soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She was made of smoke, and he noticed he had a very solid blade to his throat. Did you really think you could capture me?
No,
Quite a familiar
not
voice.
exactly my
Just
job.
wanted to chat, said Renato. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted
Uh-oh.
you?
Oh, it's a different picture now.
He needs a sacrifice. Someone who truly loves him, to make a bargain with the lost gods. That's a vicious lie. He wants to bring them back. That's crazy. Why would anyone... They could make him immortal. An eater of souls.
Uh-oh.
And with that, her eyes widened. She understood.
She probably does know her dad's super scared to
How
death.
he had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred. How he had slept in a burnt village. At midnight, the Emperor's victims had come to
Now
him
we're like
to
fully on board. Like,
tell him of the
she
hideous
trusts us, we
eldritch
trust
they had
her.
Sacrificed him. He could still see those kittens and puppies. Their wide, sad eyes, their moist noses. You can't prove that. I've got a witness at the observatory.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Soul Eater. A decent show that ended up going bad. The ending of those shows, of that show, like both endings are really bad. But it was a good show for its time. Had a good plot, I guess.
He couldn't tell her, not yet, why he was really here. He
That
didn't want her to
one
be anywhere near the
is
fluke
kind
where
of
her
a
father
joke,
blew himself in the
so
field. So he told her about
I don't
how
think
the
that one's
emperor's
good at all.
obscene rituals had raised ancient artifacts out of the land. How he'd followed the appalling trail of the hideous horrors His Majesty had perpetrated for the sake of his own immortality.
I like how Peter hasn't
Any of
been
this ring a
mentioned
bell?
once.
He said, he told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you. Said
That's not gonna be honest.
the rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed.
Always hated that you knew when I was lying.
Bernardo had
I was like,
arrested
oh, I
a
can
priest
tell you're not
whose order
lying.
had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village.
He was, but Peter was
Kittens
the
and
reason we
puppies
started
had
all
come to
this.
Tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
I figured he'd be mentioned at least once. Like, he killed Peter. An innocent rabbit boy who was trying to join the rebellion, but that's not important. Never did explain how Peter got through that door. You know, that one right there. And they're all dead. Uh-oh. More of them are all dead. There we go. My style is still acceptable. But it was a door. There was no gap, it was just he was at a door. Also, did I go the wrong way?
Don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic?
No.
Why? Would you join in? No. I'd destroy his books and I'd... Oh, God. Okay, you're not completely wrong. They've resurrected one of his victims. Well, look, I mean, look, it's not exactly alive, but it can talk. A true witness, she said.
A true witness? What does that mean? I mean, I guess it's just the giant eyeball thing. It's a person that saw something and can't lie about it. Ah, if only Frank saw it, was that kind of witness. But that guy always lies. Even if he saw it, he always lies about what he saw. Whoa. Okay. There's a glitch, I guess. You dash into a visible wall, you'll eventually clip through it. I mean, he was a witness to both crimes. Kind of. Thanks for the auto host, Mr. Arcanine. I didn't know you were doing stuff. It's been a while since I've seen him stream, so I'm surprised he has like active viewers on the thing. Although it might just be a bunch of Phoenix clones. But I'm sure he was doing stuff. Ooh. At some point. Oh jeez. Oh no, dang it. I'm very good at dodging fireballs, by the way. Oh dang it. This is definitely my favorite kind of like battle system where I'm just zipping around doing crazy stuff. No, I've gotten hit before. Arca was just streaming? Okay. Well, I apologize then for missing it. Hope you had a good time, Arca. Hope you're doing well. Although I doubt you can see this since that was an auto host, but... Oh no, chat. Welcome back, Sivia. Entering the room the only way you know how. Your entrance was so grand it froze Sapphire for a second. She was stunned.
Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders.
Oh,
Zenobia stared at the carnage, He didn't want me to hear the witness, did he? I guess not. What's your plan? She asked. So, Renato explained his brilliant gambit. Sending Lapino to get the Iblistone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council, she said, shaken. I want to help. Could he really trust her? He'd done it. He'd made Zenobia see how evil her father really was. He wished she didn't feel this urge to.
That wasn't even like a question. Like, yeah, absolutely trust her.
Taking care of the Emperor, right? Yeah, but she'd always been conscientious like that. She told him she had to go somewhere first. So Renato gave her the location of the secret base.
Of course, if we blow up, then we'll know that we shouldn't actually be trusted.
Feeling about this.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't betray us, even though she has feelings for Renardo. But, you know, after Lapino, yeah, we shouldn't be
what had
too
Zenobia
evil.
gone off to do? What was more important than meeting the rebel council?
Getting
Had he
dressed
made
for
a
the part?
mistake, sending her to the ruins? No.
Nah, you can trust her.
He knew they could trust each other. He could trust her because she never broke her word. And she could trust him because she could see right through him. Well, she'd probably be there well before him. She
Dang it.
had to fight her way through rainstorms of ravens.
Rainstorm of Ravens. That's a good one, too. Oh no, it's a rainstorm of ravens.
He missed her. Not Zenobia. Hypatia.
Oh, now we're missing
Kid's
Peter.
mother. Renato had never thought
Kind
he'd
of.
date a librarian. He'd always figured himself for the barmaid type. But then, he'd never figured the library of Ubar would have comic
I'm
books,
talking about
or
her,
that Hypatia would know
Peter's
anything
mother.
about it. He missed her.
Apparently, they were in a relationship we didn't know about. I'll say what I want then. The rainstorm of ravens. Open the chest, get food. Oh, well, never mind.
As he came around the bend,
Huh.
there was Lapino, unconscious on the side of the path. And
How was he
Renato
here?
could smell a familiar, sweet, smoky scent.
Oh no.
Zenobia. It had to be. She never used a combat spell when she could use drowsy gas.
She took the thing so she could fight her
She
father,
had the
I guess?
Iblistone. What would it do to her? She hated her father now. She'd kill him for sure. The council wouldn't mind if she killed the Emperor, but murdering her father would destroy her. He had to get to whatever ledge she was on and talk her down from it.
Yep. She decided to take matters into her own hands instead. So it's a little scary how powerful she can get. Like, how good of a pirate was he back in the day? If he was this powerful.
Right, who wants to die first?
Whoa, teleported. Ow! Of course, bombs. No matter how strong you get, bombs are still going to be an issue. Whoops. There we go. If I just take it nice and quick, then I won't die. Hopefully. Hello?
Anyone ever tell you have a lovely eye? No?
No? I can't believe it. Ow. Where am I going? Ah, over here. Okay, got it. I'm almost dead. Great.
The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
That's good. There we go. Phew. Shame leveling up isn't probably gonna heal me. Wait, no, ice sword. See if we can't open up this chest and get a bunch of food.
It was time for a
A
little,
little
exploration.
exploration. What's in chest number 1? Bunch of energy. Okay. Technically, either one could have been health for me. I forgot about this part. It's been forever since we've been here. It's been at least 12 hours.
Everyone in the council chamber was dead. Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard.
Uh-oh, it corrupted her.
drenched in blood. Why? He managed.
They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Well, not me. The stone did. Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said.
Yep,
I'm going
she
to go
was
kill my father
corrupted,
now.
so it looks like we went down the
No.
wrong path.
You can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you too.
You won't kill me, he said. And I won't let you kill the Emperor. Enraged, she raised the sword.
You hate him too?
He could
Yeah.
sense the Iblastone, yearning for his death.
But Bernardo likes you
If you kill him,
more than he hates
he'll
him.
destroy you. I know you.
Shut up!
She shouted, her sword trembling.
I won't lose you again.
Not for anything,
Get away from me!
he said, and he was very close.
I can't
Good.
lose you again.
Do it.
And he was in reach of her sword now.
I hate him! I hate you too!
I love you, he said for the very first time. And then she was weeping. He was holding her. The sword had dropped from her hand. He glanced at the Iblastone. It was no longer the black of the void. It looked like
Uh-oh.
coal.
That's different.
No. It glowed like a cinder. It was crackling, burning, crumbling into ashes. You've
That a-
always loved me,
Good thing or a bad
haven't
thing?
you? She said. She was weak. The stone had taken so much from her. Always, he said. She staggered as he helped her up. Let me take you away.
Why is like the tip of his ear like burning
the
on it?
island of Avalon. The sisters will heal you. He'll follow us. Then we need the Farfarer, the fastest ship in the Empire.
It's my ship. It's like I'm the fastest in the universe. Well, darn, I guess our plan failed, but Lupino's probably gonna be mad, and he'll probably go for the thing again, or be like, no, she has the thing, you have to kill her, or something, and then he'll use the core and blow himself up.
The Empire had seized his ship. They'd have to take it back.
I can do that. With my trusty dark sword. I'm like, don't give in to the darkness, and I'm gonna use my demon sword to kill everybody. But it's a hero's sword, even the hero can use darkness.
What's
Look at
behind?
Riku.
Door number 2.
This is door number 3, actually. Energy. There we go. Spin me right round, and boom. Latch on to the ship, and then wait around for an hour. Do a quick moonwalk while everything loads in.
And there it was. His beautiful skycraft. the Farfarer. They would fare very far indeed. Beyond the
I wonder if
Empire,
it's named that just for that
beyond the
one
reach
joke.
of the Empire, to the mystical island
Island
of
of
Avalon.
Avalon.
He didn't know exactly where it was, but he knew he could find it. And they would find peace there. Second star on the right,
Piece of
and
what?
straight on till morning, laughed Zenobia. And they laughed together for the first time in a long time.
Alright, let's go. And she vanished. Maybe she turns herself into a ghost or something, just follows me that way. That would make sense. Kind of. But she doesn't help me fight these birds now. That doesn't make sense. Now she's actively against them. But, you know, whatever.
There were stickers all over the platform for really hot lady bosses, with pictures, addresses, and everything.
Nope. Get out of here. Almost leveled up. My combat report card is coming in. Looks like I haven't got all Fs this time. Damn. This one. There we go. Pressing the wrong buttons. Going the wrong... Whoa. We're not gonna go fight the Emperor. How do I... Oh, over here. Okay. Yep. Out of magic. But now it doesn't matter. Hate these darn magic users. Oh jeez. Hate these darn bombs. Whoa, those are big pots. Or maybe I'm just finally seeing them from the appropriate angle. Maybe they've always been this big. I was just too blind to see it. What? I countered that. Lame. 20 deaths. Blech. Fine. We'll go over here and then we'll do things quickly. Those bombs threw up my groove. I was grooving and slaying and slashing and maiming. Now they gotta do it the hard way. Yep, 20 is way too many. I guess if I just blow up the bombs in my face, I don't have to worry about them blowing up in my face later. There we go. Ah, that was a bomb, I didn't know. Yeah, I would say probably all of them have been from bombs, honestly. No, I guess there were a few times where I got hit by a bomb and then the guy blew me up. Like by hitting me in the face with his mace. Very, very painful. I'm sure all of you can relate to my pain. I need to go back to my roots, my ping pong style. It just failed me. There we go. So I slashed towards the bird, and I was like, oh no, there's a bomb. I should avoid that. And then I dashed into the bomb while trying to avoid the other bomb, and then I dashed backwards from that bomb into the first bomb that I was trying to avoid in the first place. If only I could, yeah, if only I could make them explode. Then I would have the best power-up. But all I can do is this. I guess is a variant on exploding. It just auto-locks onto them. It's awful. It auto-locks onto the bombs no matter what I do. I do have the grapple. What does that help? I also could just grab them, I guess. Let's work. I want to slash and dash. What am I gonna do? Perfect strike, apparently. What I want to know is why they don't instant kill the bombs. I was pressing down and it still made me go into the bomb. Ow, I'm dead. Tried that before and they still blew up because they weren't in the ice, but I guess that would be best. RIP. We're gonna get to 25 now in this one fight. It's also probably the last fight, which is probably why it's so difficult. See, that one still blew up. And that one just blew up while I was... okay. Didn't even touch that one. Hello, Blood Silver. How's it going? Welcome to the Doom, where I get doomed. Maybe I'll just blow them all up with fire. Maybe that'll work.
Renato had always wanted a flying carpet. This was
Flying
more like a flying
tabletop simulator.
but it would do.
Perfect strikes. Nope, get out of there. And you know what? I got a better idea. What better than just constantly healing so the bombs can't kill me? There we go. I did it. Whew. What was the last one?
But they did not go unnoticed. Scout ships lifted off.
True
And a long
hero.
lance of the Imperial flagship. Renato turned downwind to gain speed. The Raven ships could pursue.
I'm as
They couldn't close.
big as the
far
ship.
speaker croaked.
You return her and live.
Go sacrifice yourself, yelled Renato.
Then you won't have her either.
On the flagship, the Emperor was readying some arcane weapon.
Uh-oh.
Couldn't be. It
Uh-oh.
was the core.
Hey, look, he's actually gonna use it.
Devastating beam lanced out of the flagship. Renato zigzagged wildly to keep the Farfair out of it. Now the Raven scouts
And it's
were
gonna
close
blow
enough.
up in his face.
And the beam
Why are there
was
two of
closer
them?
too. Then came a blinding flash, and the air was searingly hot all around him. There was a thunderous, deafening roar. He could smell burnt oak.
We're gonna destroy the
burnt
world
feathers
again?
and
I'd
burnt
rather that
flesh.
didn't
But
happen.
when he could hear and see again, they were alive and unhurt. And they were alone in the sky. Zenobia embraced him. They had done it.
Through luck?
Through luck
I don't know about
and
that.
through love, they had won the war. Avalon, here we come, he said as he held her arms wide in the prow of the boat and let her feel its speed. Maybe the real Avalon is wherever we're together,
Aww.
she said. And so, after a bit of an argument,
An argument on what?
Renato and Zenobia went to one of the two Avalons. The one shrouded in mists,
Do I get to choose?
or the one in their hearts. But which one they went to, I'll never tell.
Why not both?
He'd done it. He'd forged his own destiny.
Oh, nice. He gets his own figurine?
He hadn't actually done
Done it.
but he knew what he would do. Renato smiled at the book. He practically wanted to kiss it. The kid's sacrifice hadn't been in vain. He'd saved the book and saved the world.
Renato owed him and his mother so much. Renato
And the
lowered the mainsail.
book actually says the end on it.
Forward in the breeze.
Second star to the right.
and
Straight on till morning.
This time, he would win.
We did it. I'm not gonna skip the credits. Came in at the perfect time. The ending! Because it's probably gonna be the end of the stream as well. This game was pretty good. There's a lot of things we also didn't see, like the outcome of. I'm a little scared about the Sky one having so many different pathways, but... Adrian Quay Thebanon, huh. It seems really cool. Why the eyes, Sivia? Voice of the narrator was Julian Casey. On to the mystery game? Not today, maybe later tonight, but probably not. Depends on what everyone else is up to, I suppose. And of course, tomorrow we have our standard retrospective Mondays with Infamous. Yeah, everyone else. Hey, I got things to do. And if everyone else is like, hey, we didn't play Stardew yesterday, let's play it tonight. Once Sivia's done reading her book. No, that's Avalon, Reborn. Oh no, Genyen, rest in peace? That's not... Oh, that's sad. A lot of people... I don't remember, I didn't see like what this list of names was about, but... Hit detection! Well, didn't have a lot of that. Financial participation of Canada Media Fund. Fonds do Canada. Unreal's a trademark? A registered trademark of Epic Games? Huh? The Unreal Engine? Oh, okay, I got it. Wait, Epic Games? Are they the guys who own... I think so. I'm not sure. Maybe we did it. Thank you, Reborn. If you find past-leading truths you have not found yet, look at this icon when making the choices in the book. The option. Okay, so now we can apparently go through the book and be like, what would have happened if I did that thing? Like, we know the truth now. Hero path completed. Return of the Hippie. Wow. Didn't realize they all had their own thing. Hyperhero. Almost sincere. Don't think twice. The endless moment. The narrator was really good. Like, look at all these things. Look at all these endings. Tells me the type of hero I am? Oh boy. What type of hero are you? Hero who takes all the necessary steps to save the day. Hero who transcends being a hero to become one with everything. Hero who goes down fighting when there's nothing left to live for. Hero who always follows his heart and then gets shot in it. Hero who keeps on fighting after the most bitter of betrayals. I can't view this one. That one's the true story. You already know what kind of hero you are. You're the hero. But that's gonna be it for the stream right now, guys. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the watch of Stories, The Path of Destinies. That'll probably be the last we see of the game, unless I decide to do something else with it. But who knows? I don't. I'm very spontaneous. Glad you really enjoyed it, Tron Up. I enjoyed the game. I'm glad I, like, stumbled upon it in my library on Steam. Maybe I should go through and look at a bunch of other small games I have. Like, there are a couple I've got that I've never actually played. Like, The Swapper. Hella Glitch. Like, I don't even know what some of these are. They just came in bundles or they were just simply free. We've got... Let's see. Look at the ones that I don't actually know what they are. There was Titan something. I don't remember where it is. LA Noire. I played that, though. I've already beaten that game. I had it for free, apparently. I don't recall where I got it, but... Also, King's Quest that I've not played, and a bunch of other things, but... Go through those later, I guess. Was it Titan Souls? Titan Attacks. Looks like a Galaga clone. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Thanks a lot for watching the stream. And let me make sure, okay. And I hope you have a good night. Hope you're enjoying E3 and be sure to blah blah blah. Let's see, put that through there. There we go. But I'll see you guys later. Probably either later, way later tonight or tomorrow. Which could be technically tomorrow, but tomorrow doesn't start till you fall asleep. So anyways, goodbye. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We died 25 times. Died a quarter.